It is.
Oh,
It's midnight. I live that midnight life. So I
The
just go to
Wednesday at
work,
midnight.
go in the parking lot. I'm here again. But I'm happy to be here because it's Wednesday. How's it going? Welcome to my so-called life. Shalom, shalom. How are you?
William, I'm great.
Your name. You have that name. You have a name.
I know. I know.
you didn't want to call her Chunky Tweed.
I want to be polite and say hello.
Oh,
Yeah, but you can call me Chunky Tweed. I'm okay with that.
I'm just picking.
But it's true. I'm okay with it.
How's it going, Nancy? Hello, hello, Candace, Tasha. Hello, hello.
Hey, everyone.
Hi.
All right, let me take a deep breath. How's it going, Twinny McTwin from the Twin Planets, playing first base for the Minnesota Twins, former star of the show Twin Peaks.
I'm doing okay. That's a round of You're doing a round of applause. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. It's been great. No, it's a good day. It was sunny. I got to play outside like twice today with the kiddos. So, yeah, good times.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pollen's going down, so I'm happy. Yeah. Got a couple more videos made today. Post-dated them for later on this week.
So organized.
Hey,
You are
I got to
so
be.
organized. Hey, Dre. Hello, hello.
Oh,
I
gotta
think
get my
spring
phone on.
got.
Hi to people.
There we go. I think spring settled into my blood today because I did a lot of that really silly kind of cleaning that you do.
Oh, yeah.
Like pulling all the furniture out and cleaning the little nooks and crannies behind things.
Hello, Christina. Welcome, welcome. I've just started that. Welcome, Christina. Hello, hello. It's snowing where Tasha lives.
Yeah, Ollie said it was snowing up there too. I was talking to him earlier.
Oh my God.
On Phoenix's channel. So, yeah.
Look at you with scheduled content, being all organized.
Hey, I have to be. I have to get this quilt done.
This is the time of year when the rest of Canada hates us on the island, the South Island, right? It's because we have spring and leaves and flowers, and we're on our second or third round of spring flowers, and they're dealing with snow. So
you're like, oh, it's paradise here, and it's terrible everywhere else.
I got my glow in the dark fabric in today, so I'm like really itching to make that quilt, and now I can't because I have to finish this one first. So I have to get it done.
You practice FIFO.
I try to. Doesn't always work. Watch this weekend. I'll have the other quilt done before the Civil War done. So,
like, I finished my green tweed pants like a week ago, and I just posted them.
Mm-hmm.
I could not stop thinking about that Chevy material.
That was amazing material, though. You did an amazing job with that coat and the vest.
Oh, I'm going to make another short tomorrow. I'll be out. It's really weird. It's really gloomy here. It's been overcast. There's no rain in the forecast, but it's been overcast here.
Are you like in the 60s, 70s too? Like with the cloud cover, does it drop the temperature that much?
Yes, and I'm starting to take it personal too.
That means it was warmer here than it was at your house today. It was 81 when I was doing Carline.
Usually I'm whining and complaining. Hey, Christy, hello, hello.
Hey, Christy.
And look, I'm wearing long sleeve again. And I have my short sleeve. I'm ready for the season, but
it's not ready for you.
No.
I know. I'm telling you. I'm ready for the purple jacket too, the purple coat. That was amazing. Yes, Tasha, you're right. It was amazing. It is amazing. There's no was. No, it goes on the Jessica pile that I could eventually wear if I ever break into his house.
No, I'm gonna let you walk into my house. I'm gonna let you take everything you want, but you have to carry it all out at once.
Oh, you don't know
You're
how
like
strong I
Princess
really
in
am.
the Pea.
No.
She's going to be at the gym for the next 2 months.
No, I carry it on my back.
You're gonna be like that T-shirt challenge. You
Yeah.
know, that always annoyed me when somebody be like, "I put on
Mhm.
300 T-shirts." Why? Why?
So if anybody wants anything that they've seen, just text me.
You're gonna walk out like the abominable snowman.
Yes. You didn't say I had to wear it out. I had to carry it.
You can wear my fabric like a skirt, like tied on like a sarong. With the ones with the flowers, the roses, the red roses, and the one that is like newspaper stories.
Yes.
You
They're both
tie
behind
those
Great
me.
to
on
see
like a
you,
sarong.
Sydney. Hello, Sydney. Hello, Pam. Yay! Great to see everybody. Okay,
It's
I'm
Sydney
taking
and
this
Pam.
note personally. Usually, because I started cleaning my yard, getting everything ready for planting, and the sun has not been out in a week.
Mm.
Great
Pam,
to
I wore
see
my
you.
Pameralls yesterday. I enjoyed them, and so many people love them. Again,
You are
Trying to be better.
great at promoting.
I try to. I try. So Sydney, he can send you my information. Just send me everything that you want because he says I have free reign. He just said it online. So,
So last night I was out in front of my house, cooling out, being cool, because that's what I do. Hello, Melania. Hello. Great to see you. Yay. So I'm out in front of my house and I'm chilling. I had my headphones on, so I am in outer space. And I turn around and there's a skunk at my front door. For anyone who has seen my million shorts, I have a weird corridor leading to my front door, but I have this giant open front yard. And I cornered a skunk because I walked out. I'm literally in front of my house. The moon was out with the clouds. It was beautiful last night. I'm a stargazer, but you can really only see Cassiopeia in the Big Dipper where I live with the light pollution here. But with a telescope, it's still amazing, you know? So I'm in my stargazer mode and I almost got skunked.
by Sammy.
Oh, I forgot you named it.
Oh my word.
I jumped, and because I'm from the city, I literally said, "Holy smokes, Bullwinkle," and I jumped. That's a paraphrasing what I said because I really didn't say that, but
okay.
Yeah, last night that was it was hilarious.
Did you pull anything? Are you okay?
No,
You sore this morning for jumping?
Are you kidding me? And I did the jump and turn, so that was fight and flight at the same time. It was a offensive defensive reaction.
My heart would have been racing at 100 miles an hour. Pepe Le Pew.
I would too, from sheer exertion of not like calling it to me, because I really want skunks to be just, who I want to meet a skunk who just identifies as a cat, so that I can love it like a kitty, because with the extra fluffy tail, come on, I mean they're that cute.
Pepe Le Pew. And Sydney's like, oh, bless your heart.
Oh, you said, oh, bless your heart. You gotta say it more southern.
I knew that it was getting ready to skunk me though, because it had its tail up. And that's when I was like, oh no, you are not skunking me in front of my own house. And it's in front of my front door at this point.
Tasha's going to be joining our club
in an hour.
Welcome. We have...
Yay. Tasha, you get to be in our club.
You have no idea. I've been waiting for this day all my life, Tasha.
We have sewing machines and cookies. I went shopping today. I have cookies.
Something magical happens. Really, it does. in the next hour.
I had
All
a
of a sudden, it's
breakdown.
going to be like fairy godmother just comes over you.
And you just start like counting the number of F's you have left, because you're given a finite amount in your lifetime, right? Of F's to give. And then you once you cross that magic border into our club territory, you start to realize you only have a few, and that you better save them for very, very important things.
Welcome to your 40s.
You know?
Yay. Are you going to try to stay up and we can celebrate? I'll set my alarm. So I don't
probably. Happy birthday. Seriously, though, happy birthday. Tonight we heard a critter outside under some boards, made a chirping sound, also cooing sound. All we saw was his grayish and white tail. Anyone know what it might be? Raccoon.
I'm gonna say raccoon also. Because they make it.
Yes, raccoons chirp.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, they coo when they talk to their children.
Don't know. I'm at war. It's the raccoon sagas around here. I'm battling raccoons.
Yeah, but if she's got a chirper and a cooer, that's a mama raccoon. That's a girl raccoon, and she has babies around.
Springtime.
And they're so cute. And the little babies chirp so much, and it is the cutest.
Y'all left me.
No, I'm right here. I'm just not participating in this raccoon love.
Yeah, but you're gonna need no. They're cute, and I love hearing them from my bedroom window. I'm not interested in seeing
how's
them.
it going?
And I know it's time for chains on your trash cans.
Great to see you. Great to see you.
Hi, Judy.
Oh, now I know. I'm craving cookies too now.
I'll go grab you some. We know you bought some today somewhere.
It's early. I'm waiting for the coffee to kick in. I still haven't showed the greatest patch of all time. That's what I thought. It's definitely a raccoon. I guarantee you. And it's having babies wherever.
Yeah.
Wherever.
The babies are already there. The babies exist. And they will leave. They will leave. Like, they're not going to want to stay there forever. But right now, she's safe. Her babies are safe. As if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. You know, but they will move on when those babies start to get adventurous.
How's it going, Kilroy? Great to see you.
Skunks live in like dens, right? Just like foxes. So they bury themselves.
They just like a darker place. Like they will live under your steps for sure.
You
don't want a skunk.
Your skunk's probably in your shed, Mayor William.
Oh, we're gonna find out because the door's coming off. I thought it'd be too hot for skunks to survive. So I made the mistake of moving back to my hometown. Not only my hometown, but I moved back to the neighborhood and where I'm from. So I know for a fact that in this particular area, in this little square of Southern California, we have had skunks here the entire time. My entire life. As long as I've been around here, we've had skunks.
They're just trapped.
They're from here too. Oh, when he put his tail up, I said, no. And I did a leap. Like a ballet move. Like, nope.
Oh, I thought you were going to be Clark Kent and you were like Superman.
Oh, no. It was full, like, lower body.
It was Steve Austin, $6 million man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, surprised you didn't pull anything.
I'm ready to go. Are you kidding me? I'm in here curling sewing machines. I'm doing squats with them.
I can't say it. Okay, thanks. Yes.
Going okay. Got to Illinois, headed to bed. 10-hour drive. Judy, thank you so much for hanging out. 10-hour drive would absolutely destroy me.
Well, I'm glad that you're there safely.
After a 3-hour drive, I'm doing handstands and ready to party. We have outside cats that aren't bothering them. Be careful of your cats. They will drive the cats away. I think it was a skunk started running. My husband was laughing. Oh. My cats hate it when it gets hot here, but they'll spend all day outside in the winter.
How many cats do you have, Kilroy?
So, I want everyone to picture a plucky young man watching the 1993 World Series. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with baseball. That was my sport. Every year, I bought Kirby Puckett's book because the Minnesota Twins were winning from like 1987 on. But I really only remember 1991. But in 1992, the Toronto Blue Jays won the World Series. They became the first Canadian team to ever win the World Series. And then in 1993, in Game 6 of the World Series, the greatest hit of all time happened. Joe Carter, and I now have a patch. Look how excited. Hold on, let me make myself big.
Yes, please.
I'm so happy.
Joe Carter just won the World Series with a hit. Look at that. Oh, that is the greatest patch.
There we go.
Yeah. And that is beautiful. I haven't decided what I'm going to put this on, but I have a motto of why buy one when you can buy two for triple the price.
Buy one, get one free special almost, right?
You just totally that totally reminded me of the saying, why buy something for $20 when you can make it yourself out of $200 worth of craft supplies?
Yes.
Well, they were like, how many would you like? And I'm like, 2.
Hi, Mona.
Yay. Great to see you, Mona. Hello.
Hi, Mona.
So I haven't decided what, and anyone who's into anime, when I lived in Portland, Oregon, I was confronted with this thing that really had never happened to me in my life. It was called weather and being trapped inside. So I watched a ton of movies. I bought a bunch of movies, and I bought this anime movie called Princess Mononoke, and I fell in love with it. And these are little kudamas, and I've added them on my vest. And more came today. And so I am officially the spirit of the forest. Great to meet everybody.
My kids would die right about now because Princess Mononoke is such a huge thing.
A while ago, I bought a Blu-ray version of it, like at Walmart or something, and you have to buy it there. And the kid was like, I didn't know older people were into this. And I'm like, just ring me up, kid. You just called me old. Thank you. Yay. Great to see everybody.
Hi, Dre. How are you doing tonight?
Yay. Thank you. Thank you. So I have a lot of sewing to do. And let me check on it. You know, I've been spoiled by my last couple of views. Oh, we are right back to where I used to be. I put a short out earlier today. People are not liking the green tweed. You know, I wasn't necessarily feeling the green tweed. I went through my closet. I found a coat that I made years ago to put on.
You know, here's my suggestion. If you have any more of the Chevy seat cover fabric, make something that goes up and down instead of left or right, and then wear one of them in one clip and one of them in the other clip. Like, so switch back and forth between wearing the horizontal stripes and the vertical stripes, and then ask people which one is better. And then just wait for all of the arguments. It'll be amazing.
No, I hope it's not like that one dress where they like, what was it? Like, is this
is it blue and white,
gold.
Or is
I'm
it
nearsighted,
whatever?
Don't ask me.
Yeah, gold or it was gold or pink or something like that. Gold or purple.
I remember that. I was like, stop it.
Yeah, that was before the pandemic that we had that.
That was in the years when Vine was
Yeah.
still a thing.
I remember that. I remember all of that.
Mm.
Oh my God. I saw a video on YouTube that just broke my heart. It was, these songs are 20 years old as of this month. And I was just like,
Hey, Zodi, how are you doing?
Hey,
how can they be 20
no
years
short
old?
popped up in my
Hello.
feed. The algorithm might be hating on you. It happens. I'm used to it. I used to get like years ago, everything I touched would get 1,000 something views, and then one day it disappeared. But I'm still here. You know, and I'm not even saying this to be, I guess this is the cliche of the evening, but I do this because this is what I love to do. You know, in one of my ranty blooper videos, when the crickets finally pushed me over the edge, and I finally lost it. I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to go on my roof and sew. I don't care if the power goes out. I'm going to be doing a fabric haul with a megaphone. I had lost it that day because the crickets were not giving me any room.
Mm.
There's a baby tiny wee little 16th of an inch ladybug on my wall, and I have to go on a rescue mission.
Okay.
I will be right back.
You're so not. Oh, Shalom's over there preserving nature.
Just like, I hope you survive, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Canadian ladybugs are all smiley. The American ones are like, ah.
Oh, we have more like of the Japanese style ladybugs here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
I probably
orange.
I probably have the same ones that Shalom has.
But they still eat aphids, so I'm excited about that.
I don't even know where I should start.
Well, you can start by telling us what you're going to be sewing tonight.
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, maybe you should let it off and ask us our opinion. Give us some suggestions.
All right, I got to clean a little bit to get to the fabric.
Okay.
I got to send out a search party. No, it's heavy in here, man. I have. Oop, sorry to anyone with headphones on. It's like Tetris in here, moving all this stuff. Doom, 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 doom. Oh.
I understand that.
So, should I make pants? Should I start off with, all right, pants or a jacket?
Ooh. Well, are you making both of them eventually anyway?
Well, I want to make pants. It's been a while since I've made myself look extremely short, because that's what spans do. It's total spatial perception where I look like I'm this tall.
Yeah.
But it's just because I'm wearing really long shorts, it makes me look like I'm extremely short.
Sydney says pants.
Okay, that's a vote for pants.
Yeah. I'm thinking pants too, because it's such a mindless sewing for you.
That's 2 votes.
And that you can talk and sew at the same time.
That's 2 votes for pants, even though Twin called them mindless.
No, I call it mindless sewing. Like,
my pants are offended.
Well, if you keep your mind in your pants, then it is bad to call them mindless. But I'm pretty sure.
But okay, I'm not going to defend myself. Never mind.
The megaphone has spoken.
Yeah.
This is a megaphone of shame.
It can be the megaphone of shame, but I can beat the machine, but I don't need a machine to be loud.
Yep, that's true.
Mm-mm.
No, neither do I. I think Zodi can definitely
my
testify on my behalf.
Trey says pants, so you got 3 for pants.
That's 3 for pants.
So I passed the ladybug over to the Junior Entomology Society of my house. So she's gonna take over and put it in the front garden.
Nice.
And like I gave it to her in I had a plastic spoon and I put a tiny drop of water in the bottom of it so that it could have a drink, because that's the first thing that baby ladybugs need.
You are a zoologist.
Yeah, we are. This is the entomology department. Oh, another vote for pants. Yep.
Oops. Thank you. That's 4 votes for pants. Thank you.
0 for jackets, coats.
You are so positive, twin.
That's 4-0. That's 4-0.
Okay,
right now.
So I'm closing the poll because now
we all want to pose. See, as you can see, who voted for pants? We remember the red pants from last week.
You know, I'm starting to get known for the wrong reason. Hey, Katie. Hello. Great to see you.
I seriously want a jacket, and I'm starting to become offended that you. Oh, Mona says culottes.
Yes.
So, I have a question. What are culottes?
They're like shorter pants with wider leg
basically,
bottoms.
my spants are culottes.
Your spants, yeah.
I miss spants.
Well,
I miss spants. Spants are kind of like my giant hoods, where people expect me to dress like a Keebler elf. I am slowly becoming a Minnesotan, and I'm slowly.
Do you have the proper socks on to wear the pants tonight?
I was just gonna say he needs to get a sock wardrobe going that match.
No, we can't coordinate this
with the different.
This is a dangerous conversation because I have no idea where my socks go. I like to think they were teleported to a different planet and they're fighting crime on a distant planet somewhere. But no matter what I do, my socks disappear.
Yeah. Hi, Chris. How are you doing tonight? Hi, Nancy.
Yay. Hello,
do they
Nancy.
Disappear one at a time? Do they go to one sock land, or do they disappear like as a pair?
It depends. Yeah. You know, they disappear so often. I'm not kidding you. I had to look down to see if I'm wearing matching socks.
Yeah, that's what I asked. Yeah.
Well, they're both black, but one's Amazon, Amazon, and one's Walmart. I can tell.
But if you were to make those pants tonight, would they match enough that you could wear them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, can you please get out the coin of shame? And I would like you to shame Kilroy for kink shaming me, and let him know we do not kink shame in the house. We
never kink shame.
No.
Whatever blows up your kilt. Mindless pants and an item your hands know how to make. Well, no, I know. I was just giving Twinny McTwin a hard time.
Yeah.
We're playing what shade of red can we make twin this evening?
Yeah, I was at least 2 shades right there.
My cat steals my socks. I'm telling you, my socks disappear, and I do have a teenage son, so that vortex starts in his room. But
they
disappear and they never come back. Hey, Ed, how's it going? Great to see you.
They're underneath his bed, between the walls.
I search. No, I do FBI level searches of his room. It's my child. I'm all up in his business.
I found my Dodgers shirt in an otherwise empty suitcase underneath my oldest daughter's bed after I lent it to her and said, I want this back. This is my Dodgers shirt. It's very important. Yada, yada. Asked for it back. She's like, I gave it back to you. No, you
Mona, 2 hours and 34 minutes.
Was that the serger? That was the first night of the serger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put my socks in the laundry bag. Oh, and And so they don't disappear in the wash. I have a bunch of those. I have no idea where my socks go. And it's offensive because I buy mass amounts. I literally buy them everywhere I go. I just didn't buy them when I was hanging out with Twinny McTwin because, I sent my representative that time.
Tasha's still here. I was just about to call her out. Good. No, she's staying for the full hour. We're saying happy birthday to her. Tasha, you got to stay. Get some coffee in you.
Who has time for matching socks? I literally get dressed like this. And I just put my socks on, especially when I have to go to work because it's so early. Yeah. Y'all think I'm playing when I say I go pull in the parking lot and I'm like, oh, I'm here again.
If my kids ever wear a pair of socks that actually match, it's because they just got brand new socks. That is the only time.
I'm going to talk to my kid today for birthday for a few minutes. Oh, that's awesome, Ed. That's awesome. Happy birthday. Another birthday. Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Yay.
Yes. Are you in the 40s club too? Because we're talking about the 40s club today.
Ooh, we are.
Ooh.
That's probably the nasty lizard in your house talking to My lizards are wearing monocles and
they're stealing your socks.
I will not wear socks that don't match. It's I'm offended because I buy a lot and I'm like, where do they go? Oh.
My kids have almost completely just like what you would call like novelty socks, like socks with things printed on all over them. And they like to have a story about why there's a dog sock on one foot and a cat sock on the other foot, or they're, or something. They have a backstory.
I fell asleep earlier. Now I'm wide awake. I took the day off. Heck yeah.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Tasha, you know how to celebrate with us. Come on. You need to go to Hercules Chocolate tomorrow and I need you just to buy me a piece of chocolate too, because I want to go there so bad, and just treat yourself. Treat yourself.
My kids don't wear matching.
Mm.
My son doesn't. I want to know where those socks go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I have a wonderful birthday, Ed. I'm glad.
Hold on to 37 as I just have John Cougar Mellencamp stuck in my head. Let it rock. Let it roll. Let the Bible belt come and save my soul. I can't believe I'm singing on YouTube. Hold on to 37 as long as you can.
Change is coming around real soon. Make us women and men. You gotta sit. You gotta.
I love that song.
Hey, Kilroy, come on. We love a knee sock around here. We all love a knee sock.
I'm wearing one right now. I am.
One.
Okay.
I'm wearing two.
I'm old. Old. I'll let you know. I'm old. I wear compression socks sometimes, and they go all the way up to your knees. Oh yes, especially like when I'm flying.
Oh, Nancy. Sorry, twin.
You're good.
These socks are the ones I'm wearing right now. Are absolutely supreme. They are wool cashmere knee socks.
Delicious.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be a real adult, a proper adult to wear. I
don't check that box,
cashmere.
So I guess I'll never have any.
Yeah, I spent money on these. I spent money. I got 2 pairs for $40.
Hey, Ollie. Great to see you, Pam. Hello. Okay, so really quickly, and then we'll go back. So I already know what I want to do, but it's going to be so thick. It's going to be thick. Oh, my Minnesota accent's coming out. Okay, should we do this?
No, you need a lot of. You need a lot of season thick. Okay. No, big screen.
Ow.
Big screen.
You're right.
They don't want to see little William. They want to see Big William.
I don't know if you guys can handle Big William.
Never go full Big William.
This is semi-chunky tweed. It's blue, light blue, green, and white.
So you're thinking serger.
No, I probably won't. Okay, so with these I can do the serger. Oof. I need to stop testing that serger because I know its limits. This is blue.
Oh, I see the blue.
But it's light blue. It's many different blues.
Yeah.
Navy, blue, light blue. Or we can make these pants. Because I kind of want to make these pants.
Well, then we shall make
you
those
really
pants.
want to make those ones.
Or sorry, we ain't doing anything.
Those are the
you
ones.
shall make those pants.
Flying geese pants?
Hey, Mom.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
You need to make those pants.
I know everybody wanted this to be a jacket, but I make a gajillion jackets. I might make a vest and pants with this.
Mm-hmm. Because the capes match.
But which way should the geese go?
Up and down. Like, no. Don't put them sideways. Yeah, do it that way. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So the geese will be flying tonight in the house of snow.
That would be like, help me.
The flying goose pants.
Yay, Mona says light blue. Or getting... Oh, I don't even want to know who my...
serger.
I don't even want...
Well, I'll just call that just chevron blue, and I'm voting chevron blue.
My son's in there screaming. I don't even want to know who he's screaming at. I hope he's singing.
He is.
And if he's on his Oculus, I'm going to take that thing away.
Oh, man.
Aww.
I'm sorry to hear that he's not feeling so well.
I am so sorry. I remember those days.
My sister, my twin, she finally called me, but she had pneumonia for like the last 2 weeks. And she's not supposed to be lifting or working or doing anything right now. But she went off to work today. So she called me and she sounded horrible still. So, but
for the record, I live off of Walmart socks and Amazon too. Flip my age, I'm 46. Hey, there you go, Nancy. Welcome.
Welcome to the 40s, baby.
You know what, Nancy? We accept you, Nancy, into our club.
We have a lot of honorary 40-year-olds.
Okay. Yep. I can hear Ollie all the way in Canada. William, do not put that through the serger. I'm going to move the serger right now. No sergers will be harmed in the filming of this live. See, it's going over here. We'll switch out one brother.
Ollie, he's listening to you.
What's that?
Oh, I was just telling Ollie that you're agreeing with him. Like he's like you're listening to him.
And I'm switching out my sewing machine that can actually handle it.
Oh, he's seeing you that you're pushing it already. Interesting. He gave you a sniffle. He had a tear for you. He had a tear for that serger, not for you.
Yay, like blue. The last one. Yay. I'm going to drive there and take all your machines and replace them with a single industrial.
KD, I am playing that in the background right this minute. I got to hear it now.
All right, I'm going to skip down. Kilroy's going to come down and hey, if you bring me an industrial, I'll help you move all the stuff. You could make $1 million off my garage sale. Do you know how many people tell me you need to have a garage sale? You're not using half of this stuff. And I'm like, yes, I am. Don't go in that non-used corner though.
No, you guys, he's built the inventory for the museum. It's just sitting there, just waiting.
That material is coat material, but I've made. Should I make a coat? No, I'm gonna stick to what I said.
No, pants.
Not vest or other pants. Well, I'm gonna make a vest and pants, even though it's gonna be so hot. It's not as thick as I'm playing it out to be, but like it's thick.
I'm going for it too. Dre, we're up the same boat right now. That's great.
Why? Usually I have my air conditioner on this time of year. My heater is still going because my son is not a Gila lizard like me. Or he just has friends at the power company. I can't decide which one. My mom used to say that. Do you have friends at the power company? What's wrong with you? Achievement unlocked.
The words my mother used to say.
I've officially become my parents. Achievement unlocked. My mom and brother are both sick. I do that. When people are sick, I'm like, what do you need? Nope, stay over there. Stay over there. For the last 2 days, what song is that?
IKO?
Aiko ane. Giacomo Fino Anane. Giacomo Finane.
I have
The Grateful Dead did it too, so that's how I'm the most familiar with it.
You know, I didn't start wearing wool socks until I lived up north. Never even really heard of them until I lived up north.
Take it off your hands. Yeah. Oh my word.
Spans. Mona is voting Spans. Well, short.
Katie, don't be sorry. I'm enjoying the heck out of this and muting
You
myself
need stance with a vest.
so I can sing and chair dance.
You could bring something back.
Do you know what's really funny? I wrote this down, but it's almost like shaming myself. I need to do a segment of all the forgotten hats from 2024. Like, does anyone remember that I have a brand new Cleveland Guardians hat in here? I just did the other day.
I wasn't here.
You need to have a Bartholomew Cummins
This is like brand new Cleveland Guardians.
I don't know what's.
It's curling. It's not curling. It's baseball. It's baseball. The Cleveland Indians were renamed the Cleveland Guardians.
Oh. Okay. It's beautiful.
I like
it's wonderful
that.
Hat.
Like I said, we're bringing back the 2024 hat. All right, I'm gonna clean up my mess, put some of this stuff back. I'm gonna start making pants.
Anything before September of 2024, I don't know anything about. So, yes.
I tell the kids that 20 kittens are I grew up around people that tell jokes like that. Took my car in for a service and a new serpentine belt yesterday and got it back this afternoon. Funny thing about Careless is so stressful, even though Bob is my chauffeur. Cars are stressful in general. Are you kidding me? I said this a long time ago, and it caused a lot of controversy because I live in a place ruled by cars. If I could get rid of cars and bring back horses, I would. All cars.
Just cars?
Like we have trains. We have trains and planes.
Okay. So cars, trains, planes, and horses.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because it'd be me and my buggy. With my woofer, my buggy would be shaking.
Oh.
But it caused a lot of controversy because people are like, you live in a place where you need a car. I know. I do. Have you seen the one-legged pants that cost over $400?
No.
I watch Refashioned Hippie, and she always what's it called? Stupid rich people fashion. I hope one day that I have money to spend like $1,000 on a pair of jeans, but I still wouldn't. Would you spend $3,000 on a pair of jeans?
Absolutely not.
Shalom. Would you rock?
Sorry, what was the amount?
Yeah.
On a pair of jeans? No. Even if I was a rich person, no. There are things that I would spend $3,000 on, but it would probably be something more like like a camel coat that would last for 75 years,
That would outlive us, yes. But no. Like, I even think $30 sometimes is too expensive for me. My kids are so expensive. It's like every outfit that they have is almost $100 a piece.
I raised my son going to the Goodwill, and so he's not snobby in that sense.
Well,
And I'm not
my
saying that
kids
it's
just
snobby.
figured out what the thrift store was this year, so we go weekly.
To the thrift store?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love
There's 2
thrift
thrift stores right here in Tyler.
Oh.
And my kids are opposed to fast fashion.
I don't know if my kid even knows the concept of fast fashion.
My kids are little, like, I think again, they're a product of their environment. It's definitely my fault that my children are definitely politically very left-leaning. Little social justice warriors, just like their mom.
Well, I guess the geese are flying in both directions.
Yeah, they are. Oh, you're talking about like when you flip your...
Yeah, because when I flip it, it's just a different material going in the same...
Yeah, you'll be fine.
It's an optical illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with Ollie. I would definitely buy $400 a meter fabric. And to make something, yeah.
I don't know. A long time ago, I had opportunity to buy this really, really expensive, like, almost like glow-in-the-dark material. I just didn't see the value. Maybe I wasn't future enough thinking. Or maybe I'm not on Project Runway.
Maybe you should be. You know what? I think I think we need to have a season of Project Runway of like non-expensive, like everything needs to be upcycled, use dead stock material, like not crap.
I like that, Dre. I like that. He calls it crap, collectibles, rare and precious.
Yeah.
If I spent, Mona would not. See, I'm the same way. I would not Google it. Even if I had 100 million, I would not spend $3,000 on jeans.
Yeah. KD, currently my prize clothing possession I bought from eBay. It is a Wrangler pearl snap Wrangler shirt in a herringbone twill, and it is a shirt dress, and it has huge pockets. You
got 5 left. Oh wow, you have a whole package plus one. So you were getting low, and when you went to the grocery store, you went and got another. You better go grab some more, because this is, the end of Easter's right here. This is the last week. What are you going to do when it's just no more eggs?
They're going to start making pumpkins. What's the next holiday?
Memorial Day.
They'll start making American
4th
flags.
of July. Do you think they make firework-looking ones?
They'll make flags, whatever they have to do.
Yeah.
Wait until you try Smarties, Canadian.
I'm looking forward to it someday.
You're never gonna look at M&M's.
For the record, my kid does not watch Andrew Tate. He just looks like him. It's true. I can't deny. My kid looks like Andrew. It's that beard that They're the same color. They have the same lineage. He looks like him. He does.
Mm.
I think it's hilarious.
That's right.
My favorite day to buy candy is the day after Valentine's Day, the day after Halloween, and the day
Absolutely.
after Easter.
And you have to be there like first thing in the morning because it's gone.
Yeah,
At
and 50%
75
off.
sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was
used to go to, like-
surprised. I was surprised they had them at my grocery store because last time I was there, they didn't have them, and they had these things. Okay, I still have them. They're Reese's Spring Sprinkles. They have they're
you haven't
really
tried those.
good, but they
Have you?
have sprinkles in them for anyone who's ever lost teeth. When I'm chewing, I feel like my teeth are falling out.
Interesting.
So I'm like, this is good, but it's a weird feeling. So I don't eat those.
So we're going to Mona's because she's going to be alone. She's cooking a
And
roast.
she's cooking. And she really wants us to come eat it for
I'm down,
her.
Mona. I
I'll
know how to
show
get
up.
to a house.
I will show up with a fork and knife, and I'll make my own napkin. It'll be giant with a hood.
My kids asked for meatloaf this year for Easter, which I'm kind of, I'm kind of a fan of and kind of not, because like my meatloaf, the one that they like, is the one that I make after Thanksgiving, where I take I make stuffing that's like the bread kind, but with lots and lots of sausage, like a very inordinate amount of sausage. And then when I have leftover stuffing, I make that into meatloaf the next day. Right. And then, so they want that meatloaf, which means I have to make stuffing the day before in order to make meatloaf the next day.
Now I'm craving meatloaf.
Delicious, though.
Now I'm craving meatloaf.
I
My
made
mom
meatloaf this weekend.
My mom takes pride that I still walk up to her and I'm like, hey, will you make me some clam chowder? Hey, you got any more of that split pea soup? She loves it when I ask her to make stuff. Because, I remember this stuff when I was a kid and she's still a good cook. Oh, now I'm craving clam chowder. And roast. I'm one of those people, I love meatloaf. Hey, Katie. Hello. Great to see you.
Hi, Katie.
We have now entered the food portion of the stream because I can't resist the eggs in this room. Meatloaf is good every day. I love meatloaf.
Are you a ham person?
As in like honey baked?
Yeah. Or like spiral?
Yeah. I'll eat a ham hock. I'll eat
I've never had a spiral ham.
Sorry, Joel.
The people in my house are not. So I don't have ham anymore. I kind of feel gypped on Easter.
I haven't had, ham.
I had pork chops for dinner. I love it. That's why there's certain religions that would not like me.
Mm-hmm.
You know that video I sent you, Jess, with the salads that aren't salads? Okay, I'm getting all the stuff to make that pretzel bottom, Jell-O strawberry top, whipped cream and stuff.
There's So my grandma always made that, but I think I'm gonna try that version that you sent me because it's just a little bit different. So I want to try that celery salad too.
Yes, see, my kids don't like celery. They do like cucumber. They don't like celery. So, but then there's that Frito salad.
That was good.
Oh,
I haven't had that in years and years. Yes, Sydney, we have now entered the food segment. Thank you for flying my so-called Life Airlines. The food car is now open.
If anybody, maybe I'll just find it and drop it in here so everybody else can have a look at the glorious salad, salad.
Oh, that first dessert. I call it a dessert.
Yeah, they say salad. No, definitely not a salad, but I don't care. I'll call it a salad just to eat it.
It just made me want to make a cheesecake. Like usually when we make that, we also make a cheesecake on top. And so we can have strawberries because, oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Okay. So I just dropped that in the
Perfect.
chat.
Oh, you guys got me clean.
So
got me
everyone,
craving shot.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
I can't eat hammer pork unless it's cold cuts.
Mhm.
I could just give me a pig.
But pork is also sausage and bacon.
So
okay.
with the ostrich and everything, is there going to be a pig? Is Wilbur going to join the?
No, his name's Food.
Okay, sorry,
Wilbur,
we're not
you
naming
know,
the pig.
you see,
So-
you instantly call it Wilbur. That means it has a personality. I'm gonna call it Winter Food.
Winter Food.
No,
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think Lucy May can have a name because Lucy May is never going
That's
to be
right.
food.
We can call him Macon Bacon, like they
Making
do
bacon.
on South Park.
I mean, I just don't want to go and go, I got to go feed the pig. Like, I don't want to say that.
Macon or Mr. Bacon.
Mr. Bacon. Mm-hmm. There you go.
I think it's weird to name farm animals.
Turducken
I think it's, but of course, I was told that at like 5 years old. Like, we don't name things around here.
Well, I do. So, gotta be some give and take somewhere.
Oh, I love French toast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to make some French toast. I bought a bunch of bread. You know, it's funny. It's 2 weeks over past the date, and it hasn't gone bad, and it's still soft. American bread has nuclear wheat.
Scary.
I was waiting for you to say Minnesota.
Minnesota salads aren't really salads. I love her recipe. I need to look that up.
Yeah.
That's what did you call spaghetti sauce with? Oh no, would you call chili without the beans?
Chili.
Michigan sauce.
Oh, that made me laugh.
Oh, the Texas Red.
What is that?
Texas
No, it's
Red.
chili. It's
well,
all
your Texas Red. It has meat in it though. It's just chunks of beef.
It's meat without.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's chili without beans. As opposed to my kind, which is heathen chili, right?
Yeah.
Because it has beans.
I just call it chili and I eat all of it.
See, and this weekend I am making chili because I was like, oh, I've been in the mood, so I've gotten all my ingredients and everything, but I make it like spicy sweet sometimes too. So I'm debating whether not spicy, but just has a little kick to it. I'm debating what to do with it.
That sounds like Memphis chili. Just like their Memphis barbecue sauces are sweet.
Yes.
Right? Aren't they? Is that right?
Yes.
Memphis is sweet.
You never heard of Michigan sauce? Oh,
No, I just don't put like we literally call it no beans.
Okay. No bean sauce. No beans meat sauce?
I just
chili
learned
with
about
no beans. You just call it chili with no beans.
Oh. Well, we put Michigan sauce on hot dogs.
Are you?
I heard a new thing, Midwestern chili mac.
Yes, he's
they make
right,
chili and put it on macaroni with cheese and apparently raw onions, which is the only part I.
Mona, if I ever live anywhere big enough where I can do this, I will.
And
I'll make sure. I'll make sure it's at a party, and everyone's got their cell phones out. Good evening. Welcome to the House of Soy as I ride my ostrich. Then I'll finally get to wear that monocle I've been hoarding.
You need to have that megaphone on you to get everyone's attention.
To be extra. The megaphone is next level annoying. Oh, my grandmother, she would tap on a glass. She'd say, excuse me. I'm not kidding you. A room of 60 people would stop talking.
Of course.
She was Zsa Zsa Gabor. But it always made me laugh. So whenever I hear, excuse me, it reminds me of my grandmother. Oh, good times. Oh, these are going to be amazing pants.
I can't wait to see them.
Oh, and we're going to make a vest.
On.
Jacket. You need to have it like it's like a Canadian tuxedo with the jean cut chevron pants and the jean cut chevron jacket.
I'm gonna go back this weekend, but whatchamacallit, I'm scared because they're trying to sell me their entire inventory because I have a feeling I'm the only one who buys the tweed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like gold to me. Can't I just plain and eat it? I can't name it. Exactly. Thank you, Soda.
I watched Midwestern Mom. I love her.
You can't name
Every
it.
time that William speaks his little Minnesota accent, I think of her.
Maybe my
Have you
channel
seen her?
goes. I'm subscribed. Does she sew?
Okay.
I'm probably subscribed to her if she sews.
Oh, she doesn't sew.
Oh.
No. I'll send you a link.
But Zodi, you're 100% right. I just don't name things.
Lots
of scientists spend a lot of time figuring out how to make bread, but didn't go stir or mold up the right way. Put some respect on those. What's in my house right now? I'm gonna go crazy making French toast. Carolina barbecue sauce is more sweet. Now I'm craving barbecue sauce. Michigan sauce is when you put it on a chili dog, but we just call it a chili dog.
Mm. Well, so you're more of a ketchup-based barbecue sauce, huh, Zodi, than a vinegar-based, because that's like the war of the Carolinas. Depending on where you are in North Carolina, is what base.
Texas doesn't do sauce. Texas doesn't do barbecue sauce. Yeah. They do dry rub.
I kind of prefer dry rub over.
I've been educated
because there's not a lot of sugar in it.
That's hilarious. It just makes me laugh when you call it Michigan sauce. Whatever. I bet it all tastes amazing. And on my so-called life tour, I will be there.
Where's that white sauce from that they dip an entire chicken in before putting it on the grill?
Do you mean like?
It's like they have a bucket. They have a bucket of stuff,
mayonnaise?
And they just dip it. I don't know if it's mayonnaise. It's white. Maybe it's buttermilk.
Are they frying it?
Grilling it.
So Mona, Michigan sauce is just like chili, but without the beans. Thank you. Up in upstate New York, it's popular. It's huge. There's there's actually hot dog stands that are just called Michigan stands or McSweeney's.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a crazy question though. Isn't that just a chili dog?
It is a chili dog.
Okay. I know we're just arguing semantics at this point.
Yeah. But it's called Michigan sauce up north. And I've always been, that's what I'll always call it. Alabama is white sauce.
Thank you, Zodi. No, it's not ranch. It's some kind of special white sauce. And they dip the whole, like a chicken in it and then put it on the grill.
Ollie says he thinks it's ball sauce.
I love Alabama. Alabama is a great place. Oh, excuse me. Ranch. Would you dip raw chicken in a ranch, though? Oh, abomination. I'm calling the cops. I'm kidding.
The only white sauce I can think of is yum yum sauce when I go eat hibachi and stuff.
Boss sauce, Louisiana.
I like mayo, mustard, raw onions mixed together on dogs. Oh, that sounds really delicious. I always bury my onions. I say put my onions on first.
Interesting.
In North Carolina, when you go to the ball fields, they have it's called like a deluxe or a club dog or something like that. I can't remember the name, but it's a hot dog and you cut it in half and then you put slice of Velveeta cheese in it. And then you put your onions and whatever you want, and then the chili sauce on top.
Oh, my heart valves are going blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
That's big and that's ball food.
I like raw onions, but I can't eat raw onions, but they don't like me.
They literally cook hot dogs on the streets here where I live. I could get in my car.
Mustard and sweet relish. That's always delicious.
Yep, I'm with you, Kilroy. That's exactly what I want. Oh, but they make a sweet relish that has jalapenos in it here. and it's so good.
Yeah, what's boss sauce again? I am so sorry.
Mhm.
We're trying to figure that out.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my
That was an Ollie
man
thing.
ears.
We're waiting for Ollie to come back. Ollie, what's boss sauce?
Now I just have like a boss stuck in my head.
Like a boss. Hi Sheila, how are you doing? Welcome in.
Hey,
Welcome to the food
Sheila.
session.
Hello.
He's making pants tonight.
These are definitely like weirdly Star Trek.
Oh.
They would rock some flying geese pants.
So I guess Mona has a suggestion for you, Shalom. If you want to try the raw onions, she soaks them for 10 minutes in water before eating them.
I've done that. I've tried that. I've tried the salting them and letting them sweat. I've tried lemon juice. I've tried so many things. It's the same with garlic. I think it's just those plants that just don't agree with my body. And it's not even like the sulfur or any of that. It's just, I think it's the actual, like I can handle onions cooked. That's fine. I can't handle garlic either way.
Shalom, I'm sure we're friends. I love garlic.
I would have to scrub my house garlic for you to come here. I would literally.
It hates me. Garlic hates me, and ever since I had kids, I had babies, and that was it. I couldn't do garlic anymore. And I used to totally be that person who could eat a whole clove of raw garlic, just pop it in my mouth. But no, now garlic really does a number on my body, and it hurts.
So boss sauce is buffalo sauce.
Oh, I have this stuff in my house right now. No, I don't like it. My son's obsessed with that stuff.
Buffalo sauce?
Yeah. He makes he buys wings. It's because I challenged him. I told him wings were the peanuts of a chicken. Sunflower seeds. Lots of work for little reward.
You just don't have the smush down then, do you? Do you not do the smush?
Okay. In America, for the same price that you could buy a pack of wings, you can get a whole chicken.
Yeah, but there's something about just never mind.
So I'm Eddie Murphy's mom. Oh, you want McDonald's? I can make you something better than McDonald's at the house.
We make chicken wings a couple times a year, and then we'll fry them up and everything. But then you take butter and then lemon pepper, or butter and like different types of dry rubs and things. And then the kids, they just dip them in whatever container they want. They shake and go. So I always have like 5 different flavors you can make.
Okay, and then on IG has tripled in numbers. That has shocked me. People, when stuff goes viral, it's weird the direction it goes. I love garlic too. I was about to say, like, if you walk in my house, you'd be choked because my son cooks with raw garlic.
Do you grow it in your garden?
No, I have green onions. Those reek too. Whenever, like, you get near those things, you can smell them. It's a small patch, but when I cut it, you can smell it a mile away. Yeah. Sheila says, I'm from Louisiana and have never heard about sauce. Great food. Louisiana has just, now I'm craving all kinds of stuff.
My local grocery store has this sauce from the Bahamas, and it's like a fruity hot sauce, and it's freaking hot, and I love it. It's super hot, but it's fruity, and it has so many, I don't know, it makes me happy.
It's not that I'm dislike wings. It's just you can get a whole chicken. I don't know. I'm all about fashion over function.
Function over fashion.
Function over fashion.
I was hoping you'd catch that.
Yep.
But yes, so I would rather have the whole chicken than the wings. I'm sorry. Because my son asked me, because they put a Buffalo Wild Wings by my house years ago. And he looked at me one day and he's like, how come we've never been there? And I was like, sit down, son. Let me tell you a story of math. Because really,
Yeah, no, it's a lot of work to cut
Yeah,
wings.
you gotta get
It's a lot
people
of work,
drinks.
so they're more expensive. I buy them when they're
Mhm.
super on sale because my youngest loves them. So, you know, whatever. Otherwise, I don't buy them very often.
it's one of those weird things. But I grew up with like just I don't know. My grandma was from the Depression era, so I think I still have a lot of that. She's like, "Why would you buy this little thing when you get this whole chicken?"
Exactly. I understand that.
So I'm weirdly practical in that sense, but I'm not a wing guy, and I barbecue like a crazy person this time of year. My propane's ready. My grill, I have a propane grill in my backyard, and on my side yard, I have my charcoal grill.
Mm.
Well, I have two of them. One that's built in, and one that's this stereotypical round Weber.
I like charcoal grills. I like that taste.
I like propane because I can make a hot dog and turn it off.
Well, yeah.
Or I could I could do impractical things. That reminds me.
I just want to do s'mores afterwards and all that good stuff. Like while it's still hot.
All right, let me clear this desk. Red's hot sauce. I bought a giant thing of Frank's today. Oh, because I have every other hot sauce, but my bottle ran out, so I got that "You Will Not Be Running Out for a Year" bottle.
So it's going to be the great debate of Texas Pete versus Red or Frank's.
Have a great night, Mona. Thank you so much for stopping by. In a weird way, I'm not even trying to be mean. They all kind of taste the same to me.
Yeah, in a certain way. It all depends on how much vinegar, I guess, is inside of them.
Exactly. I don't eat legs or wings. I leave it for soup. Wings and soup is bomb. Bomb. I don't grow garlic, but my friend grows loads of different types.
I grow about 3 different types of garlic every year.
Buffalo Wild Wings is a scam. The best wings are found in dive bars. I started fights that one night where I said I buy a grocery store fried chicken. I thought people were going to burn my town down. But I do. It's and I love it. The Netherlands have a sauce for fries called Mad Sauce. That's really good. I'm going to have to look that up. That sounds amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by. I have both propane and charcoal plus chips. Absolutely. Absolutely. I buy bulk, raw frozen chicken wings by the case. Bags, I make them for us, roast and remove the meat to freeze bones. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing.
Bones never go out from my house until they've been roasted and used to make bone broth.
So we have a lot of chicken plants around here because there's a lot of chicken farms in North Carolina. And so we have a really not famous, but it's a really big company called Mount Air. And Mount Air will actually open up to the public every 3 or 4 months. And you can go and buy in bulk from them. So you can buy chicken wings or thighs or breasts, whatever you want. And you just go up to the trailer and ask them, and you just buy it for the price that they would sell it to the grocery stores for. So that was amazing.
That's amazing.
This happens even in California, Kilroy, where the grill rusts out if you don't cover it and take care of it. Yay, Laura. Hello. Great to see you. I am a mess of cords trying to figure this out. I have different sewing cords plugged in here, and it's clever until it's not, until it's just a big ball of cords. Oh, man. Great to see you. Great to see you. How's your evening going? Absolutely. I hate how with charcoal, I just can't decide to make a burger. You gotta wait like half an hour for the coals to build up. Absolutely. That's my thing. I only had charcoal until I lived with somebody who had a propane grill, and she was like, "Let me bring you out of the cave, sir. Come here." And it does heat up faster.
We had an egg for the longest time. That grill.
What's that?
The grill that it's called like the egg or something like that. I can't remember. It's the shape of an egg. It's like
the Weber.
yeah.
I just like it because I could move it around my backyard.
So we had that for the longest time, and we loved it.
I love mine. I always buy a new one when it rots out.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter, I think it's more nostalgia though, because no matter where I've lived, I've owned one. So I always go out and buy one. Every month I buy a case of frozen whole chicken, case of legs, and chicken wings. It's cheaper, absolutely. See, I'm like that. I'll buy the whole chicken. Or just eat a bunch of game hens. I feel like I've got to grill everything in the house to not feel like I'm wasting charcoal. For real, though. It's like spaghetti. I've never...
It's good.
I've never not made spaghetti for an entire army. I don't know how to make a small amount. I don't. So if anyone's ever hungry, just let me know and I'll just call it spaghetti night.
Oh, Laura's sick puppy. Puppy baby.
I told my husband when he gets home, gotta go and feel for the grill. I absolutely love barbecuing. It is something I do every year, especially this time of year. But it's overcast, so we'll see what happens. I would have joined earlier, but my puppy went in for surgery yesterday. She was fixed and she had 12 teeth pulled because her lower jaw is misshapen. Oh, I'm stuck in the cave. There's nothing wrong with that, Ollie. There's nothing wrong with that. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Big green egg.
Yes. Thank you, Kilroy.
I am so sorry. She's been miserable for the last couple of days. I would be too.
Love on that baby.
Aww. Tape, color, post-it, match colors, tape, go to the machine. Oh man. I have regular Weber coal and Weber propane with side range. Oh, okay, that's awesome. I don't know. I think I have like whatever they had at Lowe's, a Grill King, or it's always some cheesy name. Fire Baron. It's always some name to make you feel like you're roasting a mastodon in your backyard, but really you're grilling hot dogs and hamburgers. Our numbers written on the post. I miss Post-its.
Is Tasha still here? It's her birthday. Where's Tasha? Tasha, happy birthday
to you.
Oh, Tasha, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Tasha.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
see, I'll sing you the Stevie Wonder version. I said I put her on last night. If I could do nasty things to her breeder right now, I definitely would. I've never met a dog breeder that tells the truth. And if you're out there, let me know. They told us that Lulu was the dog that we got was a Chihuahua. She was a min pin. She was just this big when we got her. We couldn't tell because I could hold her in one hand. She was so small. Oh yeah, and then she grew and got taller and taller. She was a min pin.
My brother paid $7,000 US for his dog.
What kind of dog does he have?
A Frenchie. And he got it like he drove like he was going to be in New York anyway around the right time, and so he he drove down and to visit the breeders before it was time to get the dog, and met everybody and did the whole thing. But this was like a Westminster Kennel Club dog show breeder, because my brother's like that, and yeah.
There was a show dog with papers.
It was a paper dog, but yeah, I don't know if it was going to be a show. It was still just a
I'm quoting the Big Lebowski. And It's I love that movie. Is there a movie that you quote? Is that you just randomly quote?
Mm-mm.
Well, I know you're not all Hollywood like I am, but I quote The Big Lebowski all the time.
No, but since I've been talking about Gone with the Wind, I do.
Do any of y'all live in Canada?
I do.
Yes, that is all I just
I
as
live in
Kilroy
Montreal.
said. That is correct.
Thank you. See, Zodi knows. I know you struggle with spaghetti, William. The first time I made spaghetti, it was for 2 people, and I made the entire 3-pound bag. That's what I'm saying. I've never been able to successfully make spaghetti without it being for everybody. So I'm in Canada. Ollie does too. Absolutely. William, the breeder, said that she was 5 pounds maximum, and she's currently 30. That's what I'm saying. They never tell the truth. She's definitely not the purse puppy. I thought, see, I'm telling you, I thought we were getting a chihuahua that was never going to be bigger than my hands. And I cried when Lulu passed because she lived a long life. But that dog was from Hades. Min pins, they think they're a full-sized pinscher. And they're literally they're just all legs.
They have the mentality of it.
I've never seen it. I've never seen a dachshund used for sports at all. No sporting dachsies.
Hi, Linda. How are you doing? Welcome
Hey,
in.
Linda. What about propane grill? I'm probably going to get a Walmart special. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I buy my Weber's from Walmart because they're the only places. You know, we have a grill store in my town. There's like these weird outlets. I have never, ever seen anybody besides one car in the parking lot of that. And I'm like, how are these guys still open?
I know. I wonder about some other stores like that too.
Like, I don't get how. Like, I guess if you sell one $10,000 grill, you're good. I guess. I don't know. But rent out here is expensive for a store. Frankly, Jess, I just don't give a damn.
Yes, that Butler.
I'm an hour from Canada, North Dakota. Great place. I've been there. Great place. Yay. Hello. Great to see you. I just have happy birthday to ya stuck in my head.
Yeah.
I want to look for a Dachshund breeder in Canada if I can. I can get another one from Russia, so someone mentioned Canada.
I know that the breeders have very, very strict rules in Canada. So if you look up like a dachshund breeder in Canada, chances are you can find the one that you want to visit, and also maybe look for one near where you can fly to. So I'm going to say Toronto, because I think Toronto is the big hub for flying to Greenland and Iceland and all that.
I agree with that.
I'm really glad I didn't put this in my serger.
Is it fighting you?
It's thick.
It's thick.
This is thick, like milkshake thick. This is thick. All right, I'm just. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That's because it is thick material. Is there any dog that you wouldn't own? I always wanted whatever dog. You're gonna laugh. What's the movie? What dog? Are they Saint Bernards?
Yeah.
Oh, I always wanted one until I saw one in real life. I was like, "What is this monstrosity?" They're
hairy.
They are
and they slobber.
Beautiful dogs. Yeah, they stink. They get that dog smell really easily because their coats are so thick and dense. They're not a California dog.
I wanted one so bad, and I saw one. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" There's a reason why you don't see them here.
They're great really great dogs. They're very clever, and they're just lovely, lovely dogs. But I would hate to be one living in California.
I don't want any small dogs.
People own huskies here, and
Mm-mm.
I actually think that's kind of cruel.
Yeah.
We've been raised chihuahuas for about 6 years. I never lied to a customer. Our dogs were 4 to 5 pounds max and came out with health guaranteed. See, I would appreciate something like that. We were so lied to. We thought we were getting a different dog. It's not like I didn't love the dog. The dog, like, I loved that dog, but you know, the truth would have been cool too. Oh,
Laura, he's making pants tonight.
I just want to.
Oh, I'm making pants, and they have flying geese on them, so these are going to be interesting.
Pointing up and down.
This is going to be packing. What should I call this? Packing material chic.
It's definitely your mom's old
Moving
couch.
blanket couture.
Moving blanket.
Oh my gosh, yes, Zodi, I'm down for a Malinois. I love Malinois, but they're a lot of work.
Oh.
You know, I want a wolfhound more than anything, but I am 100% down for a Malinois. In fact, I can talk to my cousin to get a police dog reject.
There you go.
My neighbors used to have a police dog, and whenever they would hear a siren, the dog would start howling because it would miss the action.
So Zodi, my brother-in-law has that dog. He talks German to it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Plots.
My neighbors do that. Oh.
And I bring him bones every now and then. Like I'll go to the butcher shop and I'll say, I need 2 of the largest bones that you have. And I'll bring them to both of his dogs.
We need an ox's freaking
femur. Yeah.
Femur.
I got one in my freezer right now for Flash when it gets hot. But she loves it.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah. Flash is in my video because she wouldn't stop barking. And I was like, well, I guess people want to see you.
Oh, hey, if you can't fight it, feature it.
Oh, my word.
It's the saying I have.
Well, she had an attitude because she was outside and I saw her. Like we looked at each other in the eye and I kept walking. And when she came in, she walked right up. She walked right into this room, came over here, looked me in the eye, and it's like she was giving me like the 5th degree. And then she jumped up on my chair, barked, and then walked right back out.
Katie, I would not get anything, no matter what it was, of any type at all from Iqaluit. Iqaluit is, there's no roads there. So everything has to be flown in. I'm sure it's the same as Greenland, but Iqaluit does not have shipping containers that come except in some very, very small amounts of time in the summer. So everything, like a gallon of milk is $20. So I would not buy anything from Iqaluit because it would just cost you the moon. You're better off flying further, going to Toronto, which is the most population density in the country, and finding a dog from the many, many breeders that are probably around that area.
Oh.
I just watched this video. These traumatizing commercials come on, and I do blame the internet, but I will never watch the Iditarod again after the commercial I saw last night. All they were missing was Sarah McLachlan. Let's just put it that way. And I sat there and I'm like, why am I watching this? As I'm continuing to watch it, I'm like, oh, I could have spent my whole night without knowing this existed. Failed dog howling at the cop cars is like getting rejected from the Pirates and going to a game and heckling. No, they were ex-police dogs. There was one that was a Rottweiler that was an ex-police dog. And I know for a fact that dog had patience because as a child, my son walked up to it and slapped it, and it didn't react.
Yeah. Police dogs are really well trained. My cousin used to be a dog trainer for the RCMP, and her boyfriend's dog just recently retired as a bomb sniffer dog. Oh, I guess I can't say that name. As a boom boom sniffer dog, and he was so good at his job that he spent most of his working life in the States. Like Mike and the dog got flown down to the States to do stuff because, as you can imagine, in Canada there aren't as many boom booms. So, but every time there was a scare, he got flown down there, him and Doggy, and
amazing.
yes. So I have direct access to failed police service dogs. And my cousin tells me that the number one reason why a dog does not make it into the service is because they are not aggressive enough.
I wouldn't mind a nice dog. Dog glitter, I love it. I figured I would just fly into Newark and then go to Canada from there.
That's a good haul. Depending on where you're going in Canada. Because, you're going all the way to Jersey.
This material is thick.
Well, whenever you get a puppy, make sure you get your ostrich or emu at the same time so they grow up together. So they like each other.
I'm going to have to get a whole farm as...
as little.
It's going to be like Milo and Otis.
I live in both camps, Kilroy. I love cats.
Yeah.
I love dogs. I think it's just because animals are usually better than most humans.
I've had fish that were more supportive than people.
Yeah, we have we have 5 cats. 4 of them live outside. And then JP. Which JP hasn't even made an appearance lately. I'll have to bring him to the people soon. He's gotten really tall and lanky. Oh, he's a big old cuddle bug too. Well, not with me, but with everyone else. And Basset Hound. And then next week, I'll have chickens. I'm so excited. I'll have to bring the chickens on. If William lets me.
Bring them. And JP's a man now, huh?
Well, not really a man anymore, but yeah.
He's growing up.
Yeah, but he got fixed. But yeah, he's a man now.
I can't even say it. There's so many things I want to say that I am censoring myself right now because I'm not going to say it.
Yeah. I know I had to censor myself earlier too.
I love dogs, but I was always told my whole life I was allergic to cats. I lived in a house with 7 cats and I did okay. I sneeze all the time. I sneeze just being in here, so I'm currently dog.
What I like about cats is that you can just leave food outside and they're self-sufficient. Like they do their thing if you leave them out.
That is true.
And then dogs, like it's a lot more work, but it works.
If you can afford one, reject dogs are from the guide dogs are blind. Oh, for the blind are great. They're extremely well trained. It just didn't click as a guide. I never thought about that. That's a good idea. Here,
Zodi is the guy that everybody's dog loves him more than them.
When anyone ever says that to me, they're like, because I'm a dog person, I will get into a dog's face and be like, "Oh, come here," And when everyone's like, "Oh, my dog likes you more than it likes me," I'm like, birds of a feather flock together. I love dogs. I'm that person who will stop on the street and be like, "Oh, come here," especially when their tail's wagging, because they'll see me and I'm like, "All right,
you'll eye them, they eye you."
I will too. But I always ask the person, is it okay if I have a conversation with your dog for just a minute?
Number one reason people get sued here are for dogs. Between dogs and minor car accidents. But quite honest, we had that conversation about the dog park But like, I would never take I took the dog to the dog park, I think one time in the modern era, because that is a good way to end up in small claims court. At least around here.
Same here.
People sue each other and it's always over a dog.
Your dog isn't socialized. She growled at me. I was like, no, she didn't. Your dog was aggressive. Thank you.
Katie, I haven't had a dog since Cleophas passed away, and that was 15, almost 16 years ago. I can't live without a dog. I don't do cats at all. Do they much? Cats are self-sufficient though. They are needy in different ways, and they'll be sleep all day, and then they'll be up at like 2 a.m. I'm severely allergic to cats, but I do love them. I'm not allergic to dogs, and they rule the roost. See, that's why I'm going to get Mr.
Never had chickens.
That's why I'm going to get a hairless cat. Mr. Bigglesworth, Cleophas, Shuttleworth,
you will have
the first.
You will have one with all its medicated lotion and everything. Absolutely. I'm going to put
a cat with prescription lotion for a cat is sad.
And then that is when William starts buying knit fabric so he can make outfits for the cat.
No, it's going to have its own its own vest.
It's gonna no.
Oh.
He's gonna start getting the stretchy knit fabrics, the sweater knit fabrics, and he's gonna start making cat sweaters and cat hats.
I was thinking he'd make battle vests that match his own vest so that he can bring Bigglesworth out with him.
Yes. Me and Cleophas V.
Can you see him like on a motorcycle with Bigglesworth?
Yeah, but if he does, he's got to get get glasses, like wind glasses.
Not all animals are born for the wind. I love seeing those, like when people take their dogs out and stuff, but not all animals were born to be on a bike.
No, well, he might. Well, if he gets used to the sound, and then you can get like one of those little pods that you can just set on, and he's in the pod.
Yeah, but I already, I'm scared for my imaginary cat. I don't trust people. And one of the most dangerous things on earth is riding a bike in LA County.
There's a guy in my neighborhood who has an old bike and with a sidecar on it, and it's painted like a World War II fighter bomber with the shark thing, and all the paint. Actually looks like it's riveted together. Like the way he had the paint job is amazing. And his dog, who is like this aging, big old fat black lab, so he's stupidly cute. He has like the old pilot's leather helmet and the pilot glasses, and so when the dog rides in the sidecar, he has the pilot outfit going on. It is amazing.
Oh,
I love that. Sorry, I'm trying to do the crotch the right way because I've been doing it a really lazy way, but I notice in my shorts. I notice, so I had to actually do it the right way.
Oh, when you're doing your shots too, like when you're showing us like all 360 too.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Katie's here.
My neighbor's Pitbull thinks he should live in my house. I love my cat says nope.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mr. Bigglesworth and I need matching vests.
Can you see it, Ollie? I can totally see it.
We live in an acre, and many of our neighbors have horses, goats, donkeys, and chickens. Horses would be fine, but none of the others. Donkey, I could hear the donkeys right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can.
Do you want a donkey?
What's
Is that
that?
part of your farm?
What's that?
Do you want a donkey on your farm?
I would. Yeah, they're amazing. Donkeys are great tools.
Okay.
Yeah. And if anyone causes trouble, I'll come right up on my donkey like Don Quixote. Oh, I'm sorry, Don Quixote for my friends. My accent is terrible. I said Quixote.
Do you know we're gonna end up making a children's book with William and his farm animals?
My legs are so long, they would like hang off of a donkey. Like it wouldn't even be proportionate.
No.
Oh,
No, we'd have to like put a cape and different things on you and the donkey, so just pick on y'all. It'd be great.
oh, you can't ride a donkey without a cape.
No.
No, donkeys are amazing though. Anyone
Oh,
who's ever been to the Grand Canyon, come on, the donkey ride. Those donkeys they're amazing.
um,
All right, let me check for pins. I pinned myself yesterday and I was just like, oh, don't say anything. But I really pinned myself.
did you?
Yes.
Well, it happens once in a while.
Not paying attention. I thought I saw one.
Yeah, but the donkey can definitely like Ollie says donkeys will keep the coyotes away. So,
They will protect you too. A donkey, but they'll also gore you. A donkey will put his head down just like a ram.
oh,
Just like it'll put his head down and try to challenge you. It happens all the time. I see it all the time with goats. They challenge each other.
oh yeah, I've seen goats do it, but I've never seen a donkey.
Oh, a donkey knows what it is. It knows it's a mini horse with muscles.
Mhm.
That is the only animal I would name itself. I would name the donkey because I watched Shrek a gajillion times
That's
as
what
my
I was about to
child.
say. I was like Shrek, and all I can say is something. Oh, I can't remember it, but it's like a donkey.
I hadn't
forget
seen
what that
any of
is.
the movies, and then my son was born and he became a toddler, and we were looking for entertainment, and I fell in love with those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you're not you're not a Shrek fan?
No, I am. I've watched all of them.
Toy Story made me cry. At least Shrek didn't make me cry like Toy Story. I need to iron that a little bit, but
Well, at least you're not like the king on Shrek, and you have to get help to get off your horse, and you're really like 2'5", you know.
which there's nothing wrong. I actually no, there's nothing wrong with.
Yeah.
Was it? What's his
Good
name?
night, Sheila.
Thank you so much for hanging out, Sheila. Thank you so much. Donkey Kong tweet. I love it. Donkeys are really loud, especially I could hear the donkey right now.
Yeah, so could I. I
You say the word donkey, I instantly think of the noise.
so really technically petting zoo. That's what we're going with.
We got to pay the bills somehow.
Okay. All right.
Okay, but I got to tell you right now,
Yeah.
I say this with love. I say this with love and care. No monkeys.
No.
They scare me.
No, I don't know. No
No
monkeys.
Oh, no bubbles. No, no.
Mm-mm. No, well,
My
we'll give them a
job.
list.
My job
We'll
is
figure it
near a rescue, and
Mhm.
the gibbons they're huge. They are so scary big.
Yeah.
It's all fun and games until you see a monkey face to face.
No, I don't even want to deal with one.
Oh, these are gonna be spectacular. Oh,
We can
these
get a
are like.
Billy pig for the petting zoo.
Oh man, these are like. Oh man.
Are you feeling them?
Kind of am. I need to fix the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a serger.
You do.
Yeah, I guess I have black socks on.
You're fine.
Oh, these are. Hold on.
Yes, make yourself big. The people need to see. Are you gonna switch your ankle?
I'm in love with the donkey from Shrek. Me too. No, they're already proper in the front and everything. Bam. hold on. We only get half a cake. You get a bottom of the cake.
Yeah.
Because I didn't put the belt loops on, but these are amazing. And they are actually flying geese. Bam.
I could see you wearing those to the quilt store near
Okay.
quilt show near you.
Let's go.
And
I'll
when
take
he
a picture of
does,
it.
we're calling him
I'll send it to y'all.
Tweety Cakes.
We're gonna send it out to the interwebs.
I
Tweety.
have a ton for a vest.
So, what's the temperature in October? Still in the 80s?
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not like oh, my camera fell. It's not like in Portland where it starts raining in the Pacific Northwest. It doesn't stop until the next year. Bam. Oh, my microphone's in the way. Bam.
There you go. You have a commission for a pair of pants like that. 34 waist, 28 inseam.
Sorry, Shalom.
And then hug them.
Yeah, I think they missed it, Laura. I called you Tweety Cakes.
We're gonna add that to my
my
many names now. That's gonna be the name of my pastry shop. Patent pending.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Trey. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
They do look really great.
The pattern on the fabric meets nice to the seams. Absolutely. That's why I took time with a middle, because it's those little details that will ruin a pair of pants. Well, not ruin it. It just, like today, there was, like, you could see in my short, I have massive tenting in front because I was impatient with the crotch. And I flopped over the middle instead of just sewing all the seams together. And I'm doing a plie as I'm doing it. Oh,
Those red ones you made fit really nicely.
they were tight. Those were like.
Oh, were they? Yeah, that's why the girls like them.
2 hours and 34 minutes, Shalom. Go to that section.
So
sorry, I didn't mean to memorize it, but I had to let somebody know.
It's okay. It's all right.
No, I was just like, he made pants. You have to go look at them.
Yeah. It's the cake factory.
Cake factory.
Oh, is it Monday again? Or I'm kidding.
No, definitely Wednesday. I don't want to go back to Monday.
Yeah, no. Please no reset.
But I'm ready. I'm glad that Wednesday's over now too, and we're
Monday.
on Thursday. Like, I had a rough night, so I'm done.
I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go get my Victory Coca-Cola.
Laura said the red ones were her favorite. They were a nice cut, and I kind of like the tighter fitting pants. I just do. But that's me.
You know, I'm just gonna come out and say it. All right, my very favorite pants in the world are Zodiacs when they're on my bedroom floor.
Oh yes, yes.
Poor Zodi. Aww. Poor Zodi.
Love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Laura and I were talking about, it's like a slimmer fit, the red ones. And that's why we like them.
Oh, they fit.
Yeah.
Oh, they fit. All right, so I made the pants. Should I make the vest?
Yes. What time is it? We got lots of time.
Yeah, but I might have to serge it.
Poor Zodiac.
Oh.
Absolutely, Kilroy. It is a smoke break. Cal State OSHA, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You're on
Mhm.
I
Smoko.
love that. I'm on a smoko. I love that song. And it's starting to pop up because I said the word smoko. And so it's starting to pop up in my phone again.
Linda, where are you going in New York?
Today's my Friday. Oh, wow. Are you going to the big city? Are you going upstate?
I have a pet peeve with people saying upstate.
She's going Smoko.
I really do. It is.
Yeah,
No,
Why? What's
there is an upstate, but there. Unless you're a New Yorker, you just don't understand. Everything above New York City is upstate.
No, I don't.
Buffalo is upstate.
Everything
Rochester
above
is upstate. Binghamton,
Okay.
that is just across the border from Pennsylvania. That's upstate. That's not upstate New York.
Okay. But like my friend that lives in upstate New York lives not very far from the Canadian border.
That's different.
That's
Mhm.
that's upstate though.
There's a
Like
weird
I'm from
argument where
Go ahead.
people will say that people don't consider San Diego part of Southern California, and I do.
Mhm.
I can drive there just as fast as I can get in other places.
Why wouldn't they consider it Southern California?
Because they consider the LA area, and there are
That's
many.
as California goes. They
Well,
think.
there's LA, and then everything else is kind of a satellite, and I get it, but San Diego is humongous.
Mm-hmm.
And it's looked at as its own entity, but it's a part of us. And now I have Smoko stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I would stream with Phoenix all the time, she would always tell me that because I call Central California NorCal, and technically it is Central, but anywhere that's above my house is north. So I call it all.
Highway 90 cuts right straight across New York. It goes from Albany to Buffalo. And I really do believe that everything is like southern. I don't know. There needs to be like a southern New York. But I'm from the North Country. That's what we call really upstate New York. And so if you know, you know. If you're from there. But
I think everywhere does that. No matter where you live, people try to segregate themselves from the people on the other side.
Yeah.
Why is it that people are always like, I live on the east side, or I live on the west side, or
yeah. Well, I guess just to give you like geographic, locations.
I do get a look when I tell people I'm from the west side of LA.
Mm-hmm.
I live on the largest island on the west coast of North America.
Thank you, Dre.
Yes, that is.
Sorry.
That
no,
is,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No. That's all I needed to say about it. I'm just like, that's me.
Oh, Niagara Falls. I've never been to Niagara Falls. Someday I want to go. Just to see what all the hoopla is about.
So we're gonna barrel race Niagara?
You can. I'll just watch you.
What?
See, remember, I don't get in water unless I can see the bottom of it. I don't think I can see the bottom of Niagara.
Then you'd never get on the water on the West Coast.
Probably not. Like I'd probably go up to my knees, and that's really about it.
It's foamy and salty, and you really can't see. You can't see.
See, then my knees it is. I'll be like, "Hey, how you doing? Thanks."
Well,
you're
up here, it's really clear in the summer. It's glassy in the summer, like most of the places up here, but
Yeah,
it's also
exactly.
cold.
We get our water from the same place that you do. So our water is cold. It's warmer on the East Coast as far as the beach goes than the West Coast.
So I haven't been in the ocean since I was like attacked by something. Like I'm not quite sure what it was, but it gave me a full body rash in like 2018.
Were you attacked by a giant squid?
I don't know. And because I don't know, and they said it was probably a lot of like the baby jellyfish. And I
Were
was
you on an
just
old-timey pirate ship?
no, I was in Myrtle Beach. Anywho,
Coronado Island is beautiful.
but I just thought it was really weird that there was 4 of us in the water, and I'm the only one that got attacked.
They
So,
liked whatever. Shalom, are you familiar with Steve? Is that Wallace? Wallace.
Wallace,
Oh yeah, he's a YouTuber.
dog.
Yeah, he goes camping.
Oh, okay.
He's a camping guy.
I love people like that. Ah. But I still will not participate in van life. I'll travel. Can we have travel life in a van? It sure sounds. It does sound like jellies. They do stick in packs. So, how long did you live in Australia, if you don't mind me asking, Shalom?
18
Was it a
months
culture
altogether.
shock, or was it much like where you live?
Yes. No, it was huge culture shock. It was a beautiful city. Like I lived in Melbourne, in one of the suburbs of Melbourne, and absolutely stunningly beautiful place. Way too hot in the summertime. And I just my body acclimatized to the to have it be hotter. So when it actually dropped down one day to like it was 17 degrees, so it was just below 70. I put on all the sweaters, and it was like I was not a Canadian at that moment. But there were things that I just didn't feel good about when I was there. It was an adjustment to get used to the sense of humor, which was usually pretty okay. But I really had a hard time with the
They're separatists.
1950s. There was the 1950s ideals of what gender roles should be, and there was they all thought that I should be the one to go fetch and make sandwiches, and that didn't
Totally.
really sit well with me. And there was a guy that was waggling his empty beer bottle at me, like, "Here, woman, go fetch me a beer." And I insisted that no, I'll give you your first one. I bought the beer. It's in the fridge. You know where that is. Help yourself, kind of thing. And then he thought he would waggle the beer bottle at me again. And I was so mad that I hit him over the head with it.
Definitely a cultural difference.
Yeah. And there were other things like just different words that they used for people of different ethnicities.
So it definitely
I had a
it was
time
not
with
like
that.
Canada, is what you're saying.
No. They like to really prank me because I was a Canadian in Australia, afraid of their snakes and spiders. I was gonna. We were visiting my fiance of the time's dad, who lived out in the country, sort of, in one of those places that you can see the outback looking area around, and he had like this really awesome glamping trailer in the backyard. I'm like, yeah, I'm staying in that. And they're like, yeah, sure, fine. There's a bedroom. I'm like, no, I want that. So we went and stayed in that. And before I was going to bed at night, they told me I'd better go and turn all the pillows and bedding inside out because spiders. And I'm like, oh God, okay, yeah, all right, I'll do that. So I went out there and I'm turning all the pillowcases inside out. I'm banging out my shoes. I'm doing all those things. And they're standing there looking at me. And then I looked at them and they just all started laughing. So they had totally pranked me. And they did that all the time. Like they just would tell me things that made me scared and all the time. And it was their favorite thing to do.
I'm not a fan of prankers.
That's their whole culture. And if you can't take it, like if you don't react like, yeah, F you guys, and just like roll with it, then they do it more. Like if you seem like you have a weakness, they'll
That was my thing with living in the UK. I wanted to live there so bad, but I am reactionary. And it was a very passive. The UK is a very passive aggressive place, and so it was culture shock because I'm like, why aren't you guys reacting? A car could explode in front of a bunch of people, and they'd be like, "Oh, jolly good fire we're having this evening." Like nobody would react.
No way.
In America, we come with fire extinguishers, buckets. It's just different. It's just different cultures, And for as much as I wanted to live there, I know that it wouldn't be for me.
No, for sure. I lived on an island off the coast of France that is part of the UK, but the culture there
island
was
it? Was
different.
It Mayhem? Oh, okay.
Jersey, yeah. And then I also lived on one of the Greek islands for a while. So I've lived in 4 countries, including Canada.
Crazy.
But I always come home. Oh yeah, Dre. Anybody in Canada that would do a camping video would definitely come to this island to do a camping video. Definitely. It's rainforest, big, beautiful, thick, forested island. Beautiful beaches all the way around. Some of the beaches are just like the California style beach with all that white sand as far as the eye can see. We have no poisonous snakes. We don't have mosquitoes.
We have mosquitoes?
We don't have mosquitoes.
That's big.
We do.
I'm almost
by the millions.
Yeah. Our bears are smaller than the average bears.
Yogi.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, they're yogis. We got yogis. Our deer are smaller than regular deer because they've evolved because the undergrowth in the forest here is so dense that anything with a big giant rack that lives down here. It's Vancouver Island. I'm happy to say it. But yeah, I live on the very southern tip of Vancouver Island.
That's why I tell people where I live, I'm like, good luck finding me. There's 10 million people just in my county. But it's different saying like, oh, I live in LA than being like, oh, I live on North Cherry Street, which if anyone's wondering, that's what the Enterprise was named after. NCC is literally those are streets in Los Angeles.
No, Zodi's right. They are a bit more like Boo Boo than they are like Yogi. They're miniature bears. Like, I mean, what do you call it? The like a grizzly bear. They're big and they're is the size of an SUV. But our bears, like on their four feet, like they don't come up to your waist. And I'm only 5'4", and they don't come up to my waist. I told this story
a million times. When I lived in Oregon, I was in Long Beach, Washington. I had too much to drink. I walked up to a moose. First of all, the moose felt my stupidity, didn't even move. It kind of looked at me like, oh, drunk human. But the thing, I had never seen something that big in person. At my height, I could almost walk under it.
Yeah. That's how people get killed when they hit a moose in their car. They basically just take the legs out from under it, and it lands on top of them in the driver's seat.
No Dolly Parton's there. Now I get it. I remember my friends being like, William, because they were trying to be quiet because I just was not stopping. Maybe that was the forest spirit.
Yeah, maybe. Like, for the most part, most wild animals are not going to be out to kill you unless it's their mating season, and then they really will.
It felt my youth and just flat out blind stupidity. I would never do that now. That was literally 20-something years ago. Gosh, that was 24 years ago. Yeah, I would never walk up to a moose, not even to say hi.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I've had close encounters with moose a few times and never had to worry about it because they were just, they quite often will lift their head and look at you and like not think a freaking thing of you being there. No, because what are you going to do?
They're literally a Cadillac with
nothing,
with antlers.
Yeah. No, if you drove like an old Volkswagen, little Volkswagen Beetle, you could drive.
I'm telling you, I had never seen an animal that big outside of a zoo that wasn't a horse. Because horses are big, but they're not that big. I was walking through a campsite and ran into a baby moose. All I could think was, where is the mama moose? So true. That is so true. I had to stop watching the Yellowstone videos because people would take animals and put them in their car. Like, oh, it's cold. That's where it lives.
But yeah, it's adapted. It already knows what it's doing.
There was this one video where I was yelling. This is why I'm not on Twitter anymore, besides a million other reasons. But the Yellowstone videos made me so angry.
Yeah.
There was a woman who she was walking up to a buffalo, and everybody was like, stop. People were crying. They're like, don't do it. And
buffalo
gored her.
No joke.
Right on film, right in front of everybody.
Oh, that's sad.
Buffalo are big, and if they're like, I haven't had any like real wildlife encounters with them as a wild animal, but the ones who are farmed on the ranches, like I lived on a buffalo ranch for a while, on a bison ranch, and we
have pinned ones. There's a silent film museum in my town, and the guy was obsessed with the Wild Wild West, so he would breed buffalo. We still have buffalo in my town, and let's just say there's a double cage. Like there's where they are, and then there's another fence from that.
Wow.
I mean, buffalo weigh more than your car, and they can run fast and far, and the males are particularly aggressive. I got chased on a three-wheeler. I was riding a three-wheeler. I got chased in the dark by a buffalo, and it was louder. Like, think of if the weight of two horses chasing you with four legs going on down a dirt road behind you. No, it's.
I get so dang mad at people in Yellowstone. I don't feel sorry for any of those idiots who get hurt by the wildlife. Me too. It's just weird. You like leave animals alone, man.
Well, I told you about the bear thing, right? I was driving down the road from Jasper to Banff National Parks, two national parks that are right next to each other. You don't leave National Park to get there. And there were tourists with all four doors open of their car. And the man was taking pictures while the woman fed bread from a Wonder Bread bag to a baby grizzly.
Jeez.
And we just leaned on the horn, and the bear spooked and ran away, and the tourists looked really angry at us for messing their beautiful photographic
Sorry about
Saved
that.
their life. Sorry, I saved your life. Sorry. Ollie, that sounds. And a buffalo will sneeze on you. They will completely and utterly sneeze on you.
Huh.
Oh yeah, it charged me, sprayed me with dust, and sprayed me with snot. That's real. Oh yeah.
Gross.
Notice how I don't want to own one. Maybe I'll get a
Yeah,
guard
I never
buffalo.
even questioned the fact that you never brought one up.
Maybe I'll get a guard buffalo.
No.
No. How would you?
It would
You'd
hurt
need
Lucy May.
you'd need a guard fence. You would need a fence that was unbelievably strong just to keep.
I learned from
Lucy May.
Mythbusters. I actually learned from Mythbusters, and I used it at my job of how to make an indestructible fence. It's possible. It's just a little bit of physics. It's possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You just need a lot of steel and some patience.
And
My brother
concrete.
and law's family raised buffalo. They're insanely big and mean.
You just don't know how big they are until you. Yeah, they're so big.
The only other place I've ever seen them is in Yellowstone and the museum by my house. But they're not roaming in the museum by my house. They're in a giant preserve.
We have a bunch of bison. We have 2 farms that are around here that sell bison and what's the other one? Anywho, but it has different types of meat, and you can buy it outright. So.
They sell that stuff here too. The bison meat, they sell that here too. That's great. Have you ever had any?
Yeah, I have.
Is it good?
Yes.
I can't remember if I've had any or not.
It's a little gamey, and you add a little bit more fat to it. That's how I felt.
Oh, I remember we had this conversation. I had something in the freezer forever. And I just kind of let it go.
It makes really I like a bison burger, but just like Jess said though, you got to add fat to it, otherwise it's just too.
Oh yeah, I'll go eat a bison burger with you, Shablam. Let's go eat a bison burger.
Dre says if you want a sweet hairy cow, get a Highland cow. You'll be happy. A cow.
See, that's exactly it, Dre. That has been the absolute. Lucy May, that she has just talked about, is the name of the Highland coup they do not yet have.
Yeah, William's going to get me one.
Right, I have William? To say coup from now on. Yeah, I'm going to ride Lucy May too.
But you can't get a buffalo. You can't get a buffalo if you're going to have her. She doesn't like buffalo.
You're speaking for your imaginary cow, right? Okay.
No, that buffalo would destroy her because she'd be all fancy, brushed out her hair, put a little bow in it, and he'd harass her.
Because he's punk rock. I'd make the buffalo a vest. I'd shave him a big old giant mohawk.
I could see that. I could see you making a buffalo vest for your buffalo.
Beefalo elk.
We called them beefalo too.
Elk.
Where we were, because they were so beefalo were like the bison were so plentiful that they were for feed. They were for eating. So we called them beefalo.
I love elk burgers too.
I've had a ton of elk. I remember elk. I just haven't had enough buffalo to remember.
Elk are the deadliest animals in Canada. And that is the absolute truth. More people are killed by elk than any other animal combined, including bears and all of that. Oh, buffalo in a battle.
Do you know what?
That is way too rock and roll.
They already have giant mohawks. Well, frohawks. They have giant frohawks. Just give me a cow burger. Oh, Gilroy, my son is in his protein phase right now. He's in there cooking a steak with mushrooms, and he's got potatoes. I walked in there and laughed when I grabbed my Coke. He's getting all emerald in my kitchen.
He's hungry.
He's beefing up.
Well,
He's a
and
growing boy.
he was going up against this dude who like weighed more than me, and I am not scared to say I am 222 or 1. But this dude and Isaiah was like tossing him around. I was actually really impressed. That MMA stuff is paying off. In Arizona, we have large elk population. They're enormous. Oh, they're huge.
Yeah. And they get mad during the rut. Oh my gosh. They are so aggressive. They'll just come up and they charge you, and then they rear up and they bring their hooves down on you. They're mean. People are always going on about how mean bears are and moose and stuff, but
They
elk are just crazy.
Worked at Custer State Park in South Dakota and did the Buffalo Jeep tours, and I wasn't waiting tables in the game lounge. That sounds like fun. I would love to get Buffalo Jeep tours, Buffalo and a Battle Fest, absolutely. Like I said, they already have a giant hawk. I'm ready.
I can just see that happening. Really.
I may be too visual for this conversation.
Katie, it is insane that some tourists come around and they kind of look at the wildlife like this is a giant petting zoo. I don't understand why they don't look at, you're in a park. This is a national park. It's huge. Those are wild animals. No, they are not. This is not.
I agree with you. About 4 years ago, because I've been to almost every national park I could think of in America that I've been near. It's weird to me, and this is I don't know if it's because we are all recording ourselves, but it seems like this is something that's happened in the more distant past than anything else. Like this is more recent of an issue of people not respecting nature or knowing that it'll hurt you. I've been to Yellowstone 30 plus times. Used to go there every year with my dad. It was our father and daughter trip. I absolutely love that place. Estes Park has elk herds, and every year tourists get attacked. Hey, seriously, it is no joke.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're seriously, when they get into rut and their hormones are racing through their tiny little brains, they're crazy. You can see it in their eyes. Their eyes just, you look at them.
Like, I can't imagine.
Do you have a lot of elk where you live, Twin?
No.
We've driven most of that stuff out around here. They're smart to not come near us around here.
No, I've never seen elk in the wild in upstate New York or here.
Oh wow.
No, just deer everywhere.
Buffalo can trot faster than any human can run.
Oh, for sure. It's like a freight train coming for you, and faster than you can run away from it. Yeah.
There's a similar problem here, Shalom. I live by a state park in National Forest. People come up from the city and they act like it's just a big city park, and they wind up getting into bad situations. I was telling Twinny McTwin about it. It's amazing how people get lost in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
If you brought someone like me, you will never get lost in the woods because I ask questions. Where are we going? Why? Nope. I don't see this on the map. Nope. That's a ridge. I'm not getting lost in the woods. I'll tell you right now.
So unless you know exactly the hiking path that you're going to go on, there's no hiking?
Oh, I'll hike with you. I just need to be in distance of beeping my car. I need to be able to hold my thing up and see my tail lights.
No, I go further than you.
A lot of our trails here are very, very well marked. Like every time a trail branches off, there's a sign that says, if you will go this way, you'll get to this, and it's this far. If you go that way, you'll get to that, and it's this far. We have that here too.
We have maps on all of our trails that lets you know where you're going.
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes I will take the snowmobile trails instead of taking the other like the well-beaten path trails, just so I feel like I'm more rugged. So
Snowmobiling
Yeah,
is so fun.
it is.
People just don't know. It's jet skiing on snow, and it is amazing. And even when you go so fast that your rig can't take a corner and you
Yeah.
fly off, you just go poof and you land in the snow,
No,
and
it
it
doesn't.
doesn't even hurt. It is amazing. It is an amazing,
I really
amazing
miss
thing to do.
snowmobiling. Like, you can't do it here in North Carolina. So, yeah.
Do you know, whenever I run across one here, I always ask, why are you guys selling a snowmobile in Southern California?
That would be a very good question.
I see them all the time. Like at
Does
swap meets.
Because they effed around and they found out.
I
but do
see
the
them.
mountains
Well, it
that
does
get
snow.
snow?
It does snow up there, but no one's got money. Like, there's no one rich living in the mountains around.
Okay, just thought I'd ask.
And those things are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
One day we were stuck in the dorm room because a big bull was on the rampage and was attacking anything that moved.
Mm.
Okay, so you guys are talking me out of my buffalo. So I won't have a buffalo ranch.
No, you're not getting a buffalo.
Oh, they don't just the environment.
We've already discussed this.
They wind
We're
up
discussing
getting
it right now.
ticks and heat exhaustion and other nasties. Please, please, please wear long sleeves while I ignore what 20 McTwin is saying.
Well, no, I'm going to send you a person that has his own buffalo farm, and then you can see how dangerous it is, and then we'll go from there.
All right, I'll go by the Mike Tyson. I need to go back to the Mike Tyson rule. I've never owned anything that can't drag you away.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it can outrun you and
That
very
would-
quickly.
That would
and
scare me.
just
You have no idea.
be angry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. They weigh 2,000 pounds.
No, if
Alexa, how much do mini Highland cows weigh?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor,
micro mini.
cows are a small breed of cattle that weigh between 500 to 600
500 to 600 pounds.
I want you to say micro mini. Then we'll talk.
Okay.
Thanks.
300-pound cow could still just walk right through me. When hiking in Glacier National Park, did not realize at the start that the 8-mile trail we took was 8 miles one way. Oh no. See, I would be like, are we lost?
Well,
Mhm.
when
I
we do
turned
go
around-
hiking, I'll make sure that you know the length of the trail, so then you can figure out which one you want to go on.
I turned around at Half Dome and people gave me a dirty look because I lit up a cigarette
Mm-hmm.
on a hiking trail. Yeah,
Was this in California? What the hell were you thinking?
I was at Yosemite. And
Nice.
Half Dome is a very, very famous rock. You can see it. I went back down to the camp and had a lovely sleep and some great food and a great shower. But yeah, everybody went hiking up at Half Dome.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. Someone looked. I lit up a cigarette. Someone walked past me. They were like, "Seriously?"
Yeah, I would have been that guy. I would have been that
This
guy.
was 20-something years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, even back then, I would have been that guy.
Oh, if you're looking for nature in California,
Yeah, it's
Yosemite is amazing. Bison rut is more scary. Bison rut is more scary to be near for me. Yellowstone is in fall. You can see bison and elk and rut. It's amazing to watch, but scary too.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And here we get a huge, like ridiculously large population of bald eagles around in like late October, November for the salmon spawn. When salmon come up into the rivers, all the bears come down, all the eagles show up, and they're, just easy pick and fishing from the rivers. And it's an amazing sight to see, and it's a horrible smell to feel.
I have no idea why, but a bunch of eagle shorts have been popping up on my feed. But I know why they're popping up because I keep watching them. But those things are raptor huge.
Yeah, they're really big. You don't realize how big they are until you get close to
This
them.
guy in
and you're just
Alaska
like,
was
"Whoops."
feeding him, and
Okay.
it walked up to him, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that bird is half the size of you."
Yes, they are half the
And
size
he
of you.
wasn't
They're
a small
huge.
dude either. And it was just a big bird.
Yep. Yeah, I've only been that close to an eagle once, and it was just like I just stopped, right? Just stopped in my tracks and just thought, okay, what is going to make you the least angry with me right now? And he didn't really care that I was there, so I just gave him a wide berth, just walked way around, and he didn't
Yeah,
care.
because I hear they're really aggressive.
I mean, I suppose they can
Yeah.
be if they wanted to, but I wasn't between him and his food. I wasn't
Yeah.
between him and the ocean. He had, like, it was on a beach, and he had plenty of room to get away.
But even
and
yesterday, that skunk totally could have skunked me. But he saw me jump and was like, "Oh, it's a stupid human." Like animals know. They know. No, he saw me. I was like, "I'm from the city," and did a total ballet sideways jump move. Like, I'm telling you, you don't know yourself till you're in certain situations. I should join the ballet. I did, or the Olympics, because I jumped a good 6 feet with this one leap.
You just Bruce
Left
Lee
leg,
your way
just
out
boop.
of that.
Oh, or like when I
There
was,
you
I'm
go.
telling you,
There
when
you
I
go.
was surfing that one time and those dolphins came up on both sides, it was not spectacular. I was like, "This is scary," and they were laughing. Dolphins laugh at you. Jerry Olsen.
Yep.
Oh,
Sea lions do too. Sea lions are. We call them rock sausages here.
oh,
sea
I
lions.
love that. Oh, there's someone at work I'm gonna call rock sausage. He's not even gonna know where it came from.
Yep. They just, I mean, it's all along the coast. It's like a bunch of rocks that stick out of the water that are kind of, I guess, like a mini island, and they're just covered in rock sausages. And so you'll go by on your boat, and like all of a sudden the whole rock just starts to move, and they start making all these funny noises and wiggling around, and rock sausages.
San Francisco used to be like that, but I haven't been there in ages. I don't know if it's like that anymore. I know Jerry Olsen. He's in the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame. That's one place. Next time we go to Vegas, we're gonna see if they have any PBR events. Those are fun.
I'm still on the fence about how I feel about rodeos, and I feel like I should sometimes I feel like I should scream, "I am the Lorax, I speak for the animals."
PBR isn't like, I went to a rodeo in Tijuana. That place would make you cry. But like the American rodeos, they treat the animals humanely. If it feels bad.
Yeah, I know that all the horses are just so well cared for and so loved, and I just have such a hard time with like someone strapping a big leather strap over your testicles and tightening it up so that you're mad, you know, and what really messes me up is the chuck wagon racing. That's the one that really hurts my feelings, because there are so many horses that die in that sport.
If you want a better deal,
So
go
mean.
see Cal Worthington. That's Cal Worthington Ford in Long Beach, California. Sorry, those were some of the greatest LA commercials of all time. You know, because I grew up in that environment, I never really thought about it. I have this really weird thing of human beings over everything. And I'm not saying I would ever be cruel to an animal, but I never thought about that because I grew up around farm food. You know, the strap does not go near the testicle.
Yeah.
So I have a different view on that.
No, I get it, and I'm trying not. I'm really trying to.
And it's not like another country.
Like,
And like
I've sort of had.
the running of the bulls, I wanted to do that my whole life. Then I looked into it and I was like, oh no. Oh no.
No, the number of those bulls who were killed is just.
You want to do running of the bulls if they're
No,
calves?
and it just.
Okay, if you're ever bored, if you're just having a bad day, please look up Crazy Gideon. He was a local Los Angeles legend. I met him in person. His commercials were always on TV. He'd be like, I'm Crazy Gideon. He'd be smashing a TV on his head. He'd throw a keyboard. He's like, these keyboards are $5. Like, if you're ever bored and you feel like going down a weird commercial rabbit hole, and Cal Worthington too. But in the 50s, he did ride an elephant and brought a tiger to Long Beach. Like he did crazy. He was on TV forever.
Yeah, I just like if I guess I'm willing. I'm more prepared to be okay with bull riding and that kind of thing. Like. And be open-minded and maybe even go and see what that's like. But the chuck wagon races, I just can't.
There's
can't.
a lot of venues that don't do that. And they'll have on the card telling you what they're doing that day.
Oh, okay.
So when you walk in, you'll know who's riding, or what's on the schedule, basically.
I don't think they had another rodeo going on until like October.
They have the stadium there. They should have one every month. They have them in near my house all the time.
But I mean, don't quote me because I don't know. But
I watch it on TV, so to me, it's on all the time. But like they stack the shows.
Yeah,
Chuck wagon races are crazy. I lived in the country all my life. Animals aren't cute. They kill your ass in your lifestyle. No, I try to be diplomatic,
Well, that's just it. Like I have always been very, I was a vegetarian. I did all of those super West Coast hippie things for a long time
at the beginning of the show.
And now I'll have to save those ladybugs. Ladybugs are important.
I would have thrown my shoe at them.
I would have just let it sit there.
Ladybugs are beautiful though.
No,
I would have left
it's
it
a baby.
I know. I would have left. Ladybugs are beautiful. I would have just not touched it.
But ladybugs eat the aphids, and I'm allergic to aphid poo. So
and I have grapevines, and so aphids love grapevines. They like tomato plants, all that stuff. So
Laura says my daughter dated a cowboy who was on a professional steer wrestling tour. We went to a few times to watch, but it was a bit scary. I could imagine. I've actually done that. I don't have the spine for it, and I'm talking about physically. If I could do it at my age, I would. I don't have the body. It wrecks your entire body.
I bet it does.
Oh, I wish I did. I when I see older people, I'm like, how do you do that at that age? Like, $1 would put me in a wheelchair.
No, I'd be.
Nope.
Yeah.
My niece raises bucking bulls. Those things are spoiled. See, that's what I'm saying. In America, it's treated a little bit. It's a sport, man. So, like, I've been to the Pendleton Roundup.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything crazy except for just a beautiful day in Oregon.
Yeah, I can see those creatures being as spoiled as somebody's favorite horse. I can definitely see that. So that is where my mind, like, I'm willing to sit back and not just be instantly judgmental about it and automatically everything about the rodeo is bullshit, Like, I'm willing to listen or watch or participate, something like being open-minded, I guess. But I still have my limits, and I'm that person who watches a movie where the dog dies and I cry my
Oh,
eyes out. I
yeah.
just like snot weeping, like ugly crying.
Benji
know?
and Fox and the Hound and Old Yeller molded me as a child. So I'm sorry that I laughed, but I remember I remember watching Old Yeller and being like, "Why did no one tell me this happens in this movie?" Like, so I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Doctor Who makes me cry. Doctor Who makes me. I'm like,
Yeah.
like full on hyperventilating crying. So
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. And same when Spock died,
Oh,
and he does the thing. Oh, hyperventilating, crying. Harry and the Hendersons.
I
Oh my
love,
goodness! I think I cried harder at
I
that movie than any other
loved that
movie ever.
movie. A lot of people see animals and think cute. I see animals and think cute. How much money can I knew people that made so much money off of selling cattle. It's not even funny. I know somebody who was ready to retire by 25 because they were selling cattle their whole life. One of their bulls went to the National Finals Rodeo in Vegas. That's awesome.
Wow.
I've been to that stadium a few times. It is crazy to see a real bull riding stadium. That's it. That's right.
Yeah, I've
Next
never seen
time
that.
we go to Vegas, we're going on the whole left side. We did the whole right side. Now we're
Oh.
going on the whole left.
Let me know.
There's a lot to see there. You can't do it all even in a couple days.
No. No, and you got to make sure you get all your good bulls in.
God. Laura, I would no.
Mm.
No, there would be only so many times that I could hear him do that without having his
The cowboy
testicles
just did
meet
it
my
at several
knee.
horses, and he treated them well, but blamed them if they didn't win. It broke my daughter's heart as she couldn't deal with it. I am like, well, see, that's different. Like if I have a horse, I treat a horse like I'd walk up and hug the horse. Randomly do the
Yeah.
nosies thing, like come here.
Aw.
Yeah, no, I get along really well with horses. Horses know who I am. I know
So
who they
adorable.
are. We can be
Especially
friends.
random
for a
horses
walk.
walk up to me because of my hat, so I have to give a hug every horse I see.
They see the hat and go, "Oh, I bet he has food."
It's contractually obligated.
Mhm.
A really big tip: never ask how many heads of cattle a rancher has. It's like asking a guy how much money is in their bank account. This is true. This is very true.
That makes perfect sense. That really makes perfect sense. I don't think I've ever. I don't know if I ever have asked. I don't think I ever have. But I can see myself being, that stupid fluffy-headed city kid that
We have mega ranches here.
know?
So like you could see that they have like 500,000 cows in a field. One day I'm going to drive north. I'm going to turn my camera on and drive north. I just haven't had a reason to go that direction in a long time.
Is that where the Highlanders live?
Oh, probably. Central Cali is all farmland. All
Yeah.
farmland.
Well, in Temecula, is that what we were planning on one time? We thought about Temecula.
Yeah.
Temecula,
There's
California.
Highland farms over there. I looked them all up.
It's all wine areas. I can totally see that. Because most of California is like cow towns.
Mm-hmm.
Laura, I'm so happy that your daughter is picky. I'm so happy that she knows her dang worth. Good for her.
Yeah, and like how someone treats their horse is how they're going to treat you.
Or their mother,
Yeah.
Oh gosh, does that mean we're stuck together forever and we just hang out all the time? Hi, Mom.
Oh.
Imagine if we had some control as a horse has of his upper lip. I've been dying to know what my nose smells like.
Oh,
You don't get
no.
it?
Yeah.
My upper lip clogs my nose though because it's huge.
Welcome to the stupid human trick.
It's such
It's like,
it kind of makes me sad, but she has very high standards. You know what though? Like, I was in relationships most of my life, and then when I got divorced, I became like, I don't need to have someone in my. I know I got weirdly picky. I was codependent, and I had to grow up. And then one day I was like, well, maybe I don't always need a person around. I judge people by how they treat animals. Exactly. Our horses were extremely well treated. Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anyone yell at their dog or anything. I'm trying to think. At least in modern times.
There's no sense in yelling at a dog.
You guys I never have a clogged nose. Don't be a hater. I never have a clogged nose.
Well, at least I know when he goes to hug a horse, I'm like, go wash your face.
I'll go. I'll finish my vest later. I'm gonna look like Victor Freeze. I'll see if I can make a shirt or a coat out of it, but I doubt it. I'm gonna make a vest.
Yeah, then you'll have to pick a backing out too, like for the back.
Yeah. This material is thick. I'm really glad I decided not to put it in a serger, because the serger would have serged it, but too many of those projects is what killed my serger. So if I start repeating and doing everything that I did last time, this thing won't last a month.
And you put a bet on for, hold on, I've written it down.
I put 2.
Yeah, I think you said like 6.5.
No, it was like 4, 6, and then
you said 4, 3, and 6, 3.
Because that's about as long as they last.
Ollie said 4 months. I said 5 months, 1 week.
Meanwhile, I gotta know that I could smoke a cigar in the rain. Oh, I know. I pictured that. I can picture that.
Yep. Yeah, I bet it looks amazing. I don't know. I like a good commanding nose, I'm
in this really weird phase where I watch shows from around when I was born.
Yes, you do.
Is that weird?
I don't think so at all.
She escaped a narcissist relationship and survived. She's super picky about everyone now. It will save your life if you walk away from people like that.
Narcissist. Oh, no that's comment. Trauma. That's some.
But yes, I'm glad that she got out.
Good for her, Laura.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I completely forgot what I was. Oh yeah, it's weird because I've been watching Letterman, and it's weird watching. I'll watch it because this particular person, this YouTuber, went out of their way. They put dates and everything. I admire people like that because I will never be that organized. But it's weird to watch a show, and I was 5 days old.
You knew you were 5 days old, but yeah, I understand. But that's what the world was facing back then.
I love watching stuff like that. It was a different world.
Completely.
Same, in a weird way, same issues, but just in different ways,
Agreed.
When you get tired of the pants and vest, I can do the ultra race. Dre is like, When you're done with that, let me know. Let me know. Dre is first in line. You are first in line for my Victor Freeze combo. We'll see what it looks like. I've already fallen in love with the pants. Should I call it a packing blanket couture? I try to hip up, my shorts because nobody was buying Captain Coats. I like Captain Coats.
Yeah, you have to get something catchy. So yeah, packing blanket. I think people would click on that just to see, like, what in the world did he make?
Captain Coats makes me sound like an adventurous pirate. I loved Captain Coats.
Yeah.
But,
But make sure that you hashtag it with like flying geese tweed, because that's going to help you. Putting flying geese on there, it'll push it all the quilters.
I'll do a close up. And because the sun is not shining, should I do a shot outside? I do the same thing over and over. Should I do a hallway fashion show? I have other stuff in my house. There's parts of I could pose in my kitchen. You wouldn't even know where I was.
Oh, we got to do the hallway. That's like tradition. You can't do a short without the hallway. I'm sorry. You and your little two-step and everything.
Dre, I'm going back. They offered me their entire inventory. If I have a list between now the weird 1970s material, because that is clean. It looks brand new. Between that and the packing blanket with the flying geese, I need more. So I'm definitely going on an investigation this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go back to Carl Jr.'s biscuits because the McMuffin train has got to stop.
Yeah. See, I just want to know if those are frozen biscuits. They come in frozen, or they actually make them fresh. And I'm going to assume that that they're frozen, then they come in.
They're really good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
She's just particular about her biscuits. This is a woman that knows biscuits. She makes biscuits, and she has every right to be a bit judgmental about a biscuit that you're trying to sell her.
I like my biscuits a certain way.
I'll get my biscuits in order.
Thank you.
Tim Hortons, of course, you guys,
Totally.
everybody knows Tim Hortons and how Canadian that is. So Tim Hortons has a breakfast sandwich on a croissant.
Oh, I love croissants. Croissants don't love me all the time, but I love croissants.
And no, they're definitely not something that will love you back. And I still love them anyway.
That's a one-biter for me.
I have.
If I do not walk into my job with a ham and cheese croissant, people all day are asking me, "Are you okay? What's wrong? Did you not sleep last night? What's wrong? What's wrong?" Because I have a weird habit. I eat one almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
4 days out of the week, I eat a ham and cheeser.
Okay, I want to know. I want everybody in chat, and of course the two of you, to tell us exactly what is your breakfast sandwich order when you go for breakfast sandwiches.
Really quickly, this was 1970s. This is a cut piece. But
you can make me a belt out of that.
You think so?
I do.
Okay. I'll turn it over on itself and just sew it. I can make that into a belt real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so my breakfast sandwich is croissant, sausage, egg, and cheese. Good.
I'm addicted to ham and cheese. I have had one almost every other day. Oh my gosh. For almost 25 years. Whenever I left Arizona and lived in LA, I have been eating a ham and cheese croissant. I've had it, let's just say, at least 3 a week for the past 20-something years, 25.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. So if I was to eat a sandwich, which is not very often, I mean, I'm telling you, not very often at all. It'd have to be a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit
Mm.
from Biscuitville or Bojangles.
Yeah.
Either one.
Ooh, ham and Swiss croissant. Yeah, I could.
Yeah,
I
I make
put one of
my own
those
ham
down.
and
Definitely.
Swiss cheese croissants here. They're really good.
I started doing that when I started eating them, they were 75 cents.
Mm.
And now they're like $5.75.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, do any of you order the that little hockey puck of
Hash browns.
potato, the hash browns, and put that on your sandwich as
Never
well? Like
tried
you
that.
open up the sandwich and you stick in the. Oh,
I put potato
yeah.
chips on my sandwiches.
I do that. I do that. I actually buy those the hash browns that are the imitation McDonald's ones,
Mhm.
Those oval ones. I make breakfast burritos. But I'm bad. Like I'll put 2 in my breakfast burrito, but I'll make a third because I'm eating it while I'm preparing the burrito because I'm ambidextrous.
I like Bojangles hash browns. They're round, about that big, and they're thick. They're like almost a half-inch thick, and they have onions and different things inside of it, and it's so delicious. Very
Oh,
delicious,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
especially when they're hot and made
I
just
could
for
do
you.
those.
That's what I say, because
Oh.
you can get them at any time of the
Yeah.
day. You just say, "I would like some hash browns, please,"
Oh.
or bow rounds. Sorry, I want some bow rounds. And as long as you wait, they'll cook them for you.
I am now craving breakfast. I've never heard of Brenda Gaunt. Or excuse me, Gannot. Her
Brenda Gant?
briskets look so good. I'm gonna look her up.
Brenda.
Okay, Zodi, with your chorizo in your
Oh.
breakfast taco, is it like chopped up, or is it like a piece of like a half a sausage or 2 halves of? How does the chorizo look when it comes to you?
Oh, I love a
On that.
McMuffin. I live for a McMuffin. I have McMuffin problems, Katie. Like
Mhm.
it's bad.
If I'm around McDonald's, it's definitely going to be a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin, or it could even be a bagel sandwich if I'm really feeling it, like a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel. I won't eat like the steak or anything like that.
I'm not even.
For some reason, I'm not a bagel breakfast sandwich
God.
person. I know I love bagels. I love breakfast sandwiches. I just don't love a bagel
There's
breakfast sandwich.
Cream
There's a
cheese
bunch-
I
and
don't know why.
strawberry jelly on a bagel.
Oh,
Bring it to me.
we have a
Mhm.
bunch of bagel places by
Yes.
my house, and but they're not open until like my first or third hour into work. So I go to places that are more 24 hours, but I miss the bagel places because there's one that
Yeah.
went under. I think
I
I
like
was the
the
only
New
one buying stuff after a while.
The
Oh,
New
and
York
Beals.
bagel place is really good.
Now I want to go back to do you know, in a weird way today, I was craving the pretzel from the New York casino,
Oh,
and
it's a pretzel.
I was craving Nathan's. We used to have a Nathan's in the mall by my house. When I worked at the mall as a mall rat, I would get cheese fries almost every day. I was addicted to Nathan's hot dogs. Then they disappeared. And my brain was like, there's one in Vegas. Let's go right now. The kid doesn't need to go to school. Let's go.
My zoo has a Nathan's.
Oh,
I'm surprised you don't have a Nathan's in your mall.
no, they got rid of all the good stuff. People do not go to malls here anymore.
Mm,
And Nathan's never was able to be a standalone store.
So where's the Nathan's in Vegas?
In the New York casino, we
in that area?
walked right past it.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice.
I was on a mission. I was a man on a mission.
You were. You sniffed it out. You're like, oh, yes.
I was wolfing about pretzels, and I knew I had to find one.
See, I had my 2 bites and I was good.
So we have a diner here, a classic, good old fashioned, the kind of diner where the waitresses just are never stop coming around to put
Yeah.
more coffee in your coffee cup, that kind of place. Okay, now they have a thing on their menu called a mulligan, right? It's the mystery meal. When you order the mulligan, the order goes to the chef, and the chef makes whatever he wants for you. If you like it and you eat it, you pay for it. If you do not, it's free. But you have to, you don't eat it all or whatever. If you eat it all, you're paying. Okay, now, would you order a mulligan?
Absolutely, I would. I would order it, but if I'm not allergic to anything, so I would say anything goes.
You can tell them, like, I can't have this, or I really don't like that. Just avoid these things, and that's okay.
Yeah.
They'll take that, but it could be anything. But I've never had anything in that place that I didn't love.
The only reason I'm gonna say no is because I'm weird about consistency, and when I was younger, I was really bad at ordering at restaurants, so I couldn't handle the tension of waiting for a mystery meal.
What he's getting.
No.
Suspense.
I need to know that my green beef curry is going to taste like green beef curry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we can go to the Thai place too, though. This next time we go. Since you didn't go last time.
There's several.
I know.
Because the place where I got the sewing machine next door was the first Thai place that I ever went to in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
But that other place that's on the strip, I just like it better. They give you more food.
Mm-hmm.
The other place is more artsy fartsy. My daughter was fortunate to survive dating a cowboy. And yeah. I had a bagel shop that had let the cinnamon raisin bagels raise extra high. Oh, and top them with cream cheese. Oh.
You had me at cream cheese, girl. Yes, Chris. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I went through this salt bagel phase. Then I started eating pretzel bagels. And when you get anything fresh, people love Krispy Kreme. If you go to a donut shop right when they make the donuts, they all melt in your mouth. They all taste like Krispy Kreme,
I like watching them on the conveyor belt go around and then get iced as it comes through.
Oh, I'm sorry. I miss the midnight life.
Yeah.
Can we bring that back? Can we bring back the 3 a.m. life?
Why not?
As a third shifter, where are all my vampires? I used to see my...
Yeah, I used to be a third shifter too.
Apparently, you have vampires right here.
It was a life.
You are a vampire. Yes, you are.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about me.
Shalom, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just like being able to go somewhere at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I miss grocery shopping at 2.
Yeah. It's actually nice to be out and around in the world in the wee hours when everybody's sleeping and nobody is there. And, it's just cool enough outside at night. And yeah. I used to go and get something at because I have a really good grocery store, and their deli bakery sort of area is always they just have the most amazing things that I really want. Like they sell these tiny little pieces of really expensive cheese, right, in a basket, and you just buy 3 or 4 or 5 of those, and you buy some honey, and you buy this and that. And then I would go and sit, we have this, it's called the Esquimalt Lagoon. It's just this big, long, man-made lagoon that's just end to end. And the moon shines on it. And, I just went and sat out in front of right on the water and just ate my cheese. And
I thought that was nice.
That was good.
Hey, Rita. Hello. I miss my Portland life. I was so bohemian. I would read by the Willamette River. It was a different life. And now
I missed you tonight.
You were absolutely missed. Now I'm my son's taxi. He's for moons over my hammy. I'm there.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Well, we've gone around Jupiter 3 times this evening. I want to thank you very much, Shalom, for hanging out.
It's always just the greatest.
20
It
minutes
really
later.
is.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead,
sorry.
because I was going to ask you anyways. If you have
I was just gonna say that the chat in here, in Jess's stream, in Mona's stream, this community, I can never say enough good things about this community. I just value all of you people
Seriously.
so much, and TweedCon 2026. You gotta be there.
I got to figure out how to get a hold of everybody so I can send out communication.
Anyone want to go to the doctor for me in like 6 hours?
No, but I'll take you.
Do either one of you have anything you'd like to, tell the people about? Anything you're working on?
It's a secret.
I do know
Jess
her
knows.
secret. It's a wonderful secret. I can't wait for you to make it for me. But no, I'm just working on my Civil War sampler, and I'm working on Lucy May. So it's exciting.
Yay!
See, I don't make clothes and stuff like that, but I'll make a quilt. And I'm really looking forward to getting the Civil War sampler done because my glow-in-the-dark fabric came in today. So I can't wait to make a quilt.
So you're ready for your glow-in-the-dark quilt.
I am. So anybody can see me at night going, wow, here I am.
And thank you for hanging out, Laura. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be back at it on Saturday. I'm not going to do my Sunday stream anymore just because I'm burnt out. I'm burning the candle on both ends like Harpo marks.
So Friday's out too? I'm just asking.
No, I still Friday was if we felt like it.
Okay. I just wanted to, I was just asking.
We never really did Friday, and then we just started doing it.
No, that's good.
I don't have a problem with Friday. Sunday, I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
I need to take a day off.
I also announced that in my I posted that on my channel today and to Mona so that her community all knew that I'm no longer going live on Sundays.
That reminds me of the quote is going to be amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah, Rita, I'll show it to you. It's a simple quilt too. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to look a lot like the one behind me. So,
well,
can I make a suggestion? Can I just throw this out into the universe? Maybe Rita should take over a Sunday and do lives. And then we can go and sit and hang out with Rita doing lives.
Shalom, you are such a problem solver. I like that. Yeah. Because people are used to us being around on Sunday, and I feel bad. But I'm streaming every other day.
Yeah, they're fine. Everyone's gonna be fine about it, but they have so many chances to come see you.
And you know what? I still will be here on Friday. I like hanging out on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
So,
if you're not in Vegas, you might take off. It's a holiday.
I should. While everybody during tax season is a perfect time to go somewhere like that because no one will be there. Yeah. This is the perfect time of the year to go.
Mm-hmm.
At least there'll be no Americans there. I'll try to be here on Saturday for sure. I thought it would be late, but thank you so much, Laura. I try to go a little bit earlier on Saturdays. But if I'm going to go thrifting, I need to take a nap. So I have a new plan for Saturday. I have a new game plan.
Rita, you can totally do it.
Who is that?
You.
I'll be your first guest.
I already called you.
Oh, okay, well, I'll be your second then.
No, you can be your first guest. You're more sparkly than I am.
I shine like glitter because it's natural. All right. This has been absolutely amazing. I want to thank everybody. I made a crazy flying geese pair of pants.
And they look amazing.
Look at those geese fly.
Yes.
Look at those geese fly. My son. Sorry, the bull in the china shop came in. I'll see everybody on Friday. I hope you guys have a great week. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'll see everybody on Friday. Until then, have a great week.
Woo.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Love you.